Microphone check 1 2. What is this?
No, Joe Budden. No, Rory and Ma.
This Parks.
What's happening?
This Parks.
What's happening?
Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Welcome to episode 321 of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, and highly favored host, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest friends. Maul is here, Parks is here, Rory is here, Erickson is here, Savon is here, Alex the Satisfactory is here, and Rem is here. Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey you guys.
What's going on?
How's everyone doing?
Feeling good. Feeling good. How you
You
doing?
alright?
Yo, back, nigga.
Huh? I don't make that cow noise you're making. I've never heard you make it.
was a cow
It's
from the Bronx.
weird, it's odd, but I'll take it.
Okay.
What's up with y'all?
Chilling.
Shit, man.
I'm good, man.
How's the week been? Or weekend?
Weekend was cool.
Yeah, weekend was cool.
Weird, but
321 episodes, and we never quite find out how you guys' weekends really are.
it was cool.
Mostly
We
chilling.
do shit.
I mean, you know, we pod here, we weekend there. Sometimes I want to keep my
I
weekend
thought
there.
about going away, but I didn't.
I'd love to hear more about you guys' weekend agendas.
I'm usually in the studio.
Like, what's the plan? What's the vibe? What are the vibrations heading into the weekend? I never really
changes.
get that from y'all.
Yeah, that
It
depends on what
varies.
type of weekend, what the weather is,
Yeah.
Where the flights are booked.
what
We
the
never-
status of everything in my life is.
What the status of everything in my life is.
He wants to talk. He wants
Does
to share.
that have to do with the weekend? God
Of course
damn.
it does.
You want to share?
Why? Tell me more about
Share,
that.
Rory.
Race relations.
Friendships, relationships, where my money's at the time, what my family is in need of at the time. It can change my perspective of a weekend.
That's true. Sometimes you don't even enjoy the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Wow, young adult. You're responsible.
Oh, no. I'm trying to get away from all of those things so I could
Trying to dodge your responsibilities?
be a dipshit on the weekend.
When do you guys go into the weekend saying, you know what, this is going to be a kinky weekend?
You know that before the weekend gets there. That's like
You
a
know
plan.
that Thursday?
You know that. You might know that Monday.
Might know that a month in advance.
What's your favorite day to get kinky?
Favorite day? is-
Sunday.
Sunday? Oh,
I
yeah,
like
no,
my Sundays
you got a
to
one-way
myself.
I like a Wednesday just so you can go
Sorry.
in the rest of the week without a lot of expectation. Like if you get a good Wednesday off,
That's
I'm
true.
not really pressed for Friday and just
Friday's a
I'm gonna
good
just let it
kinky
happen.
day, though. Friday's a good kinky day.
Nah, I'll be tired on Friday.
But that's why it's a good kinky day.
Nah, I can't get kinky when I'm tired.
That's when you get your best kink in. When you just want
Yeah, the blindfold, you just go to sleep now.
to. Your best kink is when you sleepy.
I saw this random person retweet something that said, it was a girl tweeting, and she said, I invited this dude over, and he brought me some cooked food and fell asleep. I'm washed like that? ? And I read that and thought, no, he feels comfortable around you.
Yeah. You just put a lot of hard work in the kitchen, cooking a
You
meal.
have provided
yeah.
a safe atmosphere for him to get the sleep that his life is clearly lacking without you.
Right. She was trying to get pounded to smithereens.
She was trying to get cracked.
Women don't talk about that enough, but whatever. We're not going to start there.
And what a gentleman that was exhausted and said, "Let me do one more good deed for her before I put myself and my well-being." You know,
And we all know
That's
how
crazy.
All
much
that's cool,
food-
but truth be told, chicks be trying to get pounded to smithereens. I mean,
oh
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
fact.
that's the bottom line that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
is
yeah.
continuously ignored.
And I have an attitude if you don't pound the smithereens.
yeah.
No, and he'll stop texting you. fuck is you
Yeah.
talking about?
And you start to realize that was my only purpose,
Yeah.
and I didn't fulfill it.
And
so.
then double back 2 weeks later, like something about you got weird. Like, wait, huh? Wait,
I was tired.
that is not how this. That's not how this happened. But I
You've
mean,
been acting funny.
yeah,
No, I
like,
haven't.
work is
Everything
crazy.
I've actually been a nicer person.
yeah, this is not my standard.
That's some funny shit.
Shout out to our Spotify listenership. Shout out to our YouTube viewership. Shout out to our first and last time listeners. Shout out to all the people listening that take things personally. Shout out to people that don't normally listen. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to everybody at work. Ever since my Squarespace visit, I have such a newfound respect for people at work listening. I do. I understand the
That's what
different
those things
ways
are about.
that this helps people at work. And I think
Yeah.
because I haven't had enough works that sometimes I take for granted the struggle that comes with work.
Yeah.
Like, it's tough, man.
Yeah. Waking up every day and going somewhere.
like every day.
Every word.
But no,
I have to be here.
to the
Commuting.
same place every day.
Yeah.
Then I have to work tightly with some people that just I don't really. You know what I mean, I don't mesh with Darren.
You might have to wear
Yeah.
a certain kind of wardrobe too. Like,
Yeah, then the girl I like, I can't fucking throw some sexual innuendo at her because she's gonna tell on me.
It's the last
Yeah, that's
thing
the
you can
real
do.
struggle in corporate America. How do I let the girl know that I like her without getting
And-
reported to
It's-
HR?
Yeah, it's
And-
dangerous now. You can't do that.
And on top of that, you know how you just be around people for a really long
Hey,
time,
want some coffee?
and they might start looking just a little better because you're around them all the time.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like maybe the jail theory, but at
I'm
work.
sorry?
Not gonna say your sexual preference here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the jail theory. This is what I'm subjected to every single day. I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah.
That chick's starting to look pretty good over there.
What Rory is saying is why I have never understood women with the whole, oh, his bum ass gonna cheat with somebody that don't look better than you. There's mad reasons for me to cheat with that girl.
Right.
Right. It's not about just
Like
looking back.
I've been working here for 12 years. I'm gonna see some good qualities in her.
Yeah, you're gonna start to see some.
She's
I've
a-
seen her every single day. Her knees
she's
are gonna start looking
efficient,
better than me.
man.
Yeah.
She does. She gets the job done, no matter the task. I like that. That's attractive to me.
She's dedicated.
It's attractive to me.
Yeah.
Where do you guys find things? Where do you guys see things that you find attractive? Come on.
Where do
I'm
we
trying to
see
get.
it?
I'm trying to get you to admit that you find attractive qualities in other men.
I'm sorry.
Because you have to as a man. I'm sorry. See, you have to as a man.
Just
See,
looking for clarification.
You have to find attractive qualities in other men.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you do. That's why you have
Yes.
male friends.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I mean,
why do they act like I just
I was
said
just looking for clarification,
the
Joe.
gayest thing in the world? I hate
Well, he
these
just
guys.
was talking about jail.
Listen,
sex.
shout out to, did I shout out to our Spotify listenership and all those people? All right.
It went a little crazy for me. I was kind of trying to figure out what vibe y'all
Well,
was
nah.
on. But I got it.
No,
My theory makes sense in the workplace.
I got it.
qualities that you deem to be admirable.
I got it.
That's what I'm.
Loyalty.
Yeah, like
Dependability.
shit that you fuck with when
Yeah.
you notice it in another same sex person.
Yeah, I like that my homeboys, my real
Shootouts.
close friends are like no. I like that my real close friends are not afraid to call me out on my shit.
True.
I love friends like that. Like no matter what, like I'm like nah, you bugging.
Let's delve deeper into this. What's some of your shit?
No, just if you know we supposed to go somewhere, we supposed to do something, and
You be losing the packs.
no, no, and I just don't feel like going. They be like, oh, you want some bullshit?
I don't feel like hustling tonight, right?
No. I'm not-
Imagine two dudes having that. Yo, man.
I don't
It's just
feel
a
like
lot's going
hustling
on at
today.
home right now.
I would love to know the type of hustler that Maul is. Is he the page me guy?
Pay.
In 2020.
Is he I'm just saying the call me, I'll come right through. Are you the stand there guy?
No.
Are you the clientele guy?
No,
Which guy are
I'm
you?
no guy.
Well, in a hypothetical world.
You know he's the plug.
In a hypothetical world.
In a hypothetical,
I know Hove.
I'm not standing. anywhere.
This that reasonable doubt 7?
No, we're not.
Nah,
no,
you got that
not doing
reason.
that. I don't have that reasonable doubt.
That shit,
7.
dude, that shit fire.
Right, that volume 3 was hit last week.
Featuring Bleak. Last one they had Bleak on it. This one got a little Memphis.
It's the Molly with the extra ecstasy in it.
All right, gentlemen. What would you guys like to discuss this week? Very slow news
Let's get
week,
to
in
it
my
all. Let's
opinion.
get to it all.
Not too much to get to. Well, where would you like to start?
Well, you were furious at the Oscars.
No, I wasn't.
Came in hot.
No, I didn't.
Came in stomping his feet like, fuck Oscar.
I'm not. I'm one of the creatives that, but once I make my stance clear, I assume it to be clear. I can't keep coming in here saying "fuck the Oscars and the Grammys" because then I sound angry. But that's my stance. I'm not watching. Ratings are plummeting every year. Like,
Well, let's
what am I?
discuss that.
What am I looking for? I was busy. I'm busy.
I get it.
8 p.m. on a Sunday night. That's
Prime kinky
to me.
hours.
That's prime time. Yes, that is either prime kinky hours or prime. I want to be alone. I'm enjoying my alone time, and stop texting me and calling me and ask me what are we. Yes,
Okay.
What are we at on the Sunday night is the worst.
that's when they do it.
Yeah,
That's when they do it to you, fam. I'm preparing for
Hopefully you were-
Monday,
Hopefully you were day drinking.
What are we?
but we'll get to
We're
that later
tired right
because
now.
Valentine's Day is coming and there's mad surprise text popping up.
Oh shit,
People still do Valentine's Day?
Rory. Let me.
I just
Oh my-
proposed. I'm not
like,
doing
you
Valentine's
fam-
Day this year.
y'all better.
Y'all are still on that shit? Like,
Yes, they
no one
are.
has really understood the
If
bullshit
y'all
of that
think
holiday?
Y'all not gonna do Valentine's Day and everything is gonna be okay in the crib. Y'all are bugging.
I just bought a ring.
I don't give a fuck what you just bought. You gonna buy something else
It's
Friday,
just
too.
been a year of me buying a ring.
You gonna buy
Give me
something
5 more.
Nah, but
I
Friday,
watch
you gonna
your
buy-
life.
Valentine's Day happens.
I watch your life for 365 days. You don't need anything else.
No.
Your life is functioning.
Okay. Well, this is gonna make for this
What
gonna make
else?
for a good week, a good weekend of content if y'all don't buy y'all fiancés anything.
You talking about Parks and Rory?
Yeah. Well, you too.
I don't know if we have to buy.
The only
don't do that.
response.
You got some gifts to get. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
whatever club I'm in, my nigga, that's the end of that for you, King.
What you mean?
Whatever club I am in, you are in, Mr. Clay.
Me?
You. Yes.
How?
Enough of that.
What
I'm
club
not
am I
allowing
in?
it no more. That's
Nah,
it. Whatever
nah.
club I'm in, you in.
Nah.
Facts.
No, you guys are in the same club.
Big facts.
Hell no.
Big facts.
I don't have a baby mother.
True. Good point.
We can't be in debt with that
Touche.
alone. We can't be in the
Touche.
same club.
Well,
I have
in the
two.
dating spectrum.
I have advanced your spectrum.
You have 2. Yeah.
Yes.
That makes it even like you're
But
definitely.
no, don't do that. Don't
Don't
bring my past up. You know what I'm saying?
It's not your past.
With
That's your
Valentine's
now.
Day, any boat that you're in, because none of my son's moms expect a Valentine's Day gift from me. So don't try
You
to
don't know how
throw
Valentine's
that.
Day-
Don't
you
try
know
to
how
throw that
Valentine's
in
Day
there.
works yet.
They
It ain't
don't.
about expecting. It's supposed to just be automatic. You think that your baby mothers don't expect flowers or something on Valentine's Day?
I wanted you are opening the door for a much larger child support conversation that I will not.
I'm just saying.
That I
You
will
don't.
not. That I will
you
not
don't
have.
think so? You don't think?
I'm telling you, they don't. I'll
Okay.
call both of them. They don't. They would be shocked.
Yeah.
Yo, what set of rules are y'all operating by? Tell me, man. Am
I
I
don't
off?
know. I don't have
Should I
baby-
be rushing to the flower depot?
I don't have baby mothers, so
listen.
I wish y'all would grow up and like live life. Like, y'all don't know shit about shit.
Well, I know about Valentine's Day, and I know it's a catch-22 because if I celebrate the day, the only response I'm going to get is every day should be Valentine's Day. So why can't we just go back to every day that I was doing before?
I'm with you.
No, y'all.
If every day is Valentine's Day, why am I changing my
get it,
behavior?
I get it. Y'all dealing with logic when it comes to women.
Oh, my bad.
See, that's
I'm
where
wildin'.
y'all- that's where y'all fucked up.
I'm wilding.
These are two separate conversations, by the way. If we're going to continue to have it, then we have to have it from Rory and Parks and the people
No, I'm
that
just-
are in
I'm just
committed
highlighting-
relationships
I'm
and
just-
with fiancés and girlfriends and women that run their entire life
No,
from
no,
that
no, no.
standpoint,
I'm just-
and me
I'm
and
just-
you.
I'm just highlighting that they
So you guys
dealing
are
with
together.
logic.
Me and you.
Right.
With
Together.
a few of them out there. Me and,
Valentine's Day's
me and you
expensive for y'all.
providing that girlfriend experience
No.
to a plethora.
Providing girlfriend
To a
experience.
plethora.
We're not-
Blocked
I'm not
out day.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you
Providing
are.
a girlfriend.
Oh, you don't. Yeah, you don't want to be transparent today. It's fine.
No, we can be transparent.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
just not
hold on.
providing
All right, so
a
what you doing Friday then?
Chilling.
No, I was lit.
Chilling.
We got a pod. Yo, sorry, we got a pod on Friday.
We got
Oh my
a
God!
I didn't realize it was the
I
14th.
tried to tell somebody that I have to work on
all
Friday.
day.
See?
We got
See?
the good out,
See?
Joe.
That's nah, it's not a good out.
Yeah.
I tried to tell somebody, hey, State of the Culture starting
Nah,
Friday,
State of the what?
followed by.
I know.
Nah, state of me.
Once I hit the followed by, they was like,
state me on
fam,
Friday.
I just thought I meant more to you.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wait, how did you think that? I gave you zero inclination that you meant more to me. What the?
Valentine's.
And
Day.
that's where the conversation has to eventually get to, even though I didn't want to start here. If you are randomly hinting at the Valentine's Day gift you are supposed to receive,
You're not
you
a
might not be
Valentine.
receiving it.
and if you are hitting anyone trying to make plans for Valentine's Day that aren't quite set in stone, all of those behaviors from women are dismissive of man emotion and the man's process to getting to commitment. It's dismissive.
The crazy part about that is you could do everything in the world the weekend before Valentine's Day
Doesn't count.
for a girl. But if you don't do nothing on Valentine's
like get
Day,
engaged.
yeah, word. It's gonna be hell.
Like 3 weeks ago that I got engaged.
Like
I
it's
gotta do
not for
something?
us. It's not for us. Like they just
What
want
holiday
to,
is?
show everybody that they have somebody that cares. That cares.
I think me and Rory should be getting Valentine's Day presents from our.
Yeah,
luck.
imagine that.
But wait, that's how y'all aren't?
I don't know. Probably
No,
not.
no, I'm
do you
not
mean?
getting anything for.
You're supposed to.
A card.
Says who?
Listen, once people
I don't
drew,
think I've ever gotten anything for Valentine's Day.
I've never gotten anything.
once
for
people
Valentine's
opened the curtains on me, I opened them right back. Oh, so you mean I'm supposed to get a gift too?
Oh, that's how you do it. That's how you combat that debate.
No, I just expect a gift.
Yeah, no.
If I'm to deliver one and that's expected just out of
Sex
the
is
blue
the
without a
gift.
conversation.
Yeah,
And another
blowjob.
thing, women have to stop having important conversations via text. Yo, what the fuck is up with?
That's the way the world communicates now.
No, it's not.
It is.
And then you say, hey, this isn't for the text. And then they compound their point.
Yeah, you're avoiding me, and then they continue with their point.
Damn.
And then, God forbid, you try to add some tone into your conversation.
I was trying to gauge my own opinion on you and not go by what the internet said. Man, come on, man. What the-
My guy going through it.
Word.
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
what was your weekend like, bro?
What's up,
Oh,
man?
I had the best weekend ever.
Oh, great.
Oh, okay.
I had a great weekend. Mad peaceful, mad chill.
Nice.
I watched every movie that fucking hotel movies offer. I watched
Oh, you were in a
what was
hotel.
it, 21
Took a little-
Bridges.
Took a little trip.
21 Jump Street.
21 Bridges.
That's what
That's what you was.
I mean, the hotel
What you
showed
be
movies.
Oh no, it got way worse than that. That was the good one. I watched Out of Line or 10 minutes ago.
Oh, my God.
You was watching everything niggas don't watch.
So you had Valentine's
That's
Day
all
alone.
that's foreplay.
Yeah.
All them shit.
Put a bum movie on the
You
phone.
gotta put a bum movie
cool.
on and
What?
get to it.
Yeah.
Can't put on something interesting.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna watch Harriet, but that didn't seem like it was in the foreplay bag.
No,
That's a little
definitely
too
not.
deep. That's a little too deep.
Might want to make sure he revolt against things. All right, listen. I didn't want to start with Valentine's Day. I wanted
Well,
us to get back to this.
it's for single people now. Remember, the whole theory was it was the Hallmark card industry trying to get us to buy shit and consume shit. It's flipped. I've seen every single club promoter, company, everything is now focusing on the single people to make them feel included. So they've doubled down on the profits of Valentine's Day. Let's take all these people that feel sad that they're alone and make them buy shit on February 14th.
Yeah.
So it was a scam before. I just watched the Who Killed Malcolm X doc, so bear with me, guys.
Okay.
This is fucking.
Oh, you got
this
your-
is
you got-
crazy.
You got, your
You got some
kufi
theories?
On. He got his kufi on today. Not he got his kufi on today.
Yeah, Rory.
you see how they double down?
Yeah.
Like
No, you're right.
it was
You're
just
right,
for
though.
people in relationships. Now we're gonna
Nah.
take the bearing soul of people that are so sad to be alone on this day and make them spend money.
Include them.
Fam, the chicks that are hitting me, not me, allegedly me.
Hypothetical. Everything on this podcast is hypothetical.
Good cover up, John. Smooth.
How do you allegedly get hit up?
Yo, the chicks that are hitting my friends with, hey, WID Friday. Don't try to be slick about it. I know what Friday
Yeah, I
is.
know what Friday. It's like it's not regular Friday.
I
Friday.
realized it was
Yeah.
Valentine's Day on Friday.
Yeah. No. But you
Wait,
know
why?
about it.
Why would you not be
But
free?
wait, do we have plans on Friday? I'm like, wait, we've only hit each other to fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
She wants to fuck on
you
Valentine's
know my
Day.
mom's maiden name. You know I like to play spades and Monopoly in my spare time. We haven't hung out. We haven't gone to the hookah spot.
what we
We
doing
haven't gone to
Friday?
Pergola.
Fuck all that. What we doing Friday?
We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't done shit.
I've
But
never-
what are we doing Friday? Bitch, how about get to know me?
Yeah.
Let's do that on Friday.
Yeah.
I've never seen you in the sunlight ever.
Ever. It's dismissive of men.
You
And I'm shutting up because I'm the wrong messenger of the message
Yeah.
right.
Nah.
for some reason.
I feel you though.
Anyway, come on. What do y'all want to start, man? I'm not even thinking about a Friday.
Or the Oscars.
No, I'm not thinking about the Oscars either. But if you have some
I don't
detailed
have,
dialogue
I don't
to
have much.
give us.
I mean, all you missed was 1917 won everything.
Nah, Parasite won everything in this one.
Both.
I
Whatever.
haven't seen Parasite. Everyone tells me it's an amazing movie. I do want to see it.
Yeah, Homeboy's, he's done some dope movies in the past.
Oh, Homeboy?
I forgot.
Come
his
on,
name.
you know him, boy.
Yeah, Homeboy. Yeah, him. The guy that directed it.
You
He's
know,
done a lot of good
You know
movies.
Slime.
Got it. You know Flea? Got it. Huh, Savon? Savon, you don't give a fuck about this podcast. Tell the truth. Honestly, yeah.
Yo, how you just jump right into that? He just gave us the name. He was like, yo,
Yeah,
check
but
it out.
He ain't even trying to have his voice loud enough for the mics to record it. He just, yo, Bon Iver. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah, it was.
You don't
Bon
give a
Iver.
shit. All right, thanks, Savon. Thanks for
Congrats
informing
to
the
Bon Iver
listeners.
for all of his.
All right,
his
so
victories.
Bon Iver got shit popping. Got it.
Yeah,
Bong-
he
Bong
won a bunch
Joon-ho.
of shit.
Bong Joon.
What else happened
the
at the
translator
the
up there was
Oscars
cool.
that I have to care about?
Cynthia-
We got another Eminem and Elton John picture.
Yes, we
Thank
did.
God.
Oh yeah, we did.
Been waiting for that.
Eminem.
If these two niggas never took a picture together again,
Wait, did they take a picture together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did.
all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they performed
You know
at
they
separate
got
times.
to it every
of course,
every performance to let us know they pieced it up.
But I did thoroughly enjoy that Eminem performed "Lose Yourself" because it's like the #1 rap song that white people know every word to.
Yeah, the whole
So
crowd. was
they
in
just
it.
went to the crowd, panned the whole time, like,
Yeah.
look at them all.
Brad Pitt was
rapping.
rapping along.
It was
Well,
great.
good because M wasn't.
He was short-winded.
Thank God somebody was rapping along. Where was Crook when you needed them?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Yo, I was like, come on, man. The guy that wrote this should not be. His arms are
Well,
vomit on.
yeah, it was.
Yo, there wasn't a
arms were
call.
heavy.
There wasn't a
He was
call back
tired.
there. Sorry, Steven Spielberg didn't jump in with that one.
Marty Scorsese
Yeah,
was going to
all
finish
right,
the
don't
ball.
worry about
Scorsese
it.
was
They should have gave Al the
Never
mic.
mind.
They
Forget
should have
it.
gave Alchemist the mic, man. He'd have helped him out.
No, it's true.
Word. But yeah, that happened at the Oscars.
What else happened
did.
at the Oscars? Billy Porter killed it. Whatever. I know you guys are sick of him, but I'm not.
Joaquin won and told us about the cows.
That's my guy right there.
I like
That's
Joaquin.
my guy. Shut up.
Fuck with
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
The fuck up.
How did you feel about him admitting he was the second greatest Joker?
Nah, honorable. I respect it.
Okay.
That's the honorable thing to do. You know what
Did he say who was number one?
Heath Ledger, duh.
Did he say that
the
specifically?
person that we thought was number one all along. Thank you, Bokeem.
Bokeem Woodbine?
Yo, why you,
That's who won?
why you keep saying Bokeem?
Because that spelling of Jacqueline, like it's just different.
Joaquin.
It's just Joaquin.
Jacquees Phoenix?
Whatever, man.
Bokeem Phoenix.
What else happened at the Oscars that we're supposed to care about?
Oh, Cynthia. What's her? How you
What did Billie
pronounce
Eilish
her last
do?
name?
Arrivo, I think.
Arrivo. Cynthia Arrivo. I'm sorry, I messed
She's
up.
incredible.
I love her. Yeah, she killed. Her performance was great. I think
Cynthia
was the
shit,
best-
right?
I think that was the
Nah,
best
that was
performance of the
crazy.
night. Yeah, that
She's
was
doing
the-
Aretha.
Yeah.
Aretha doc.
What Bad Baby did?
Bad Bunny. He wasn't there.
No, bad money wasn't there.
Yo, I'm
Why
only-
wasn't he there, man?
I'm only
I don't
here to-
know. That's the
yo,
question.
Let me just let the listeners know. I'm only here to fuck with these three today. That's the only reason I'm here.
Cool.
All right.
Fuck
Hair
outta
Love.
here.
Hair Love won.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Hair Love.
Hair Love won.
Best animated short or something like that, I think.
Look at Rory pandering.
Listen, man, I'm trying to tell you what happened.
What was that? What movie was that?
Yo, look at who said who won. That's pandering. I didn't say they should have won. I just say, yo, they won.
It don't matter. All right, come on. Who else won here?
I think
Come
Hair
on.
Love should have won Best Actor.
Oh, your guy too, Brad. Brad Pitt won. Another movie you didn't like.
You don't like Brad?
I didn't like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen it.
I'm with Joe.
It wasn't.
I like Brad though.
Well, what do you guys think of Brad and Regina King?
What happened with that?
Please. Please.
It's like a thing.
All right,
Save
thing.
it. No, save it. It's fine. I'm joking.
Brooms.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, so I'll take my co-host word that there's nothing else to discuss about the Oscars.
Nah, I gotta see Parasite. That's all I took out of it.
Well, 21 Bridges was great. I don't know if they got
Is that the one
nominated
with
for
the
anything.
cop? With the dude that played in Black Panther?
Yeah,
Okay, got you.
the dude Chad is his name. Oh, Chadwick is his name.
Yeah, get it right.
Look, see,
You're not his friend.
See?
Call him Chadwick.
look, go ahead.
That ain't your man, Chatty.
CB is his name. Chadwick.
I see what today is gonna be like.
What?
I said that before we started with the mics.
Come on. Now let's talk. All right, what else happened?
The ratings plummeted, worst ever per every award show. Every time we have an award show,
Yeah, I'm sure. There was no host.
I think we're kind of
no
past.
draw.
I think we're past the. It's because everyone watches online now. I just think y'all have a very pretentious show where only 2 movies win, and your audience doesn't care.
Well, give him a deep dive, Rory.
Well, when you're ignoring all these fucking superhero movies that are bringing in more money and viewers than any other movie ever, maybe you should include them in an award show if you want some fucking ratings.
Yeah, especially when they're actually like getting better. Like,
And I don't even like that shit, but that's a big audience that could be watching if you guys took 10 minutes to acknowledge them.
The Oscars,
Not even 10 minutes.
The Oscars is just a little awkward. Like when you just sit,
pretentious.
You really watch it. Like watching Scorsese try to have to bop to Eminem rap in his comments. It's like All right, maybe Eminem shouldn't be.
He had
performing.
Action Bronson in his movie.
Yeah. But it's just
He
like,
gets it.
Yeah, but it's still like a little. It's just awkward. It's just very awkward. Like you have to pretend like everybody pretends like they know what's going on and who's who.
Then they left out Luke Perry in the memorial.
Oh, really?
Luke Perry and somebody else they left out that they shouldn't have left out. Now I sound uninformed. It was one of the 21-year-old Disney people.
Oh, I forgot what it was.
Cameron Boyce.
Cameron, yes. Cameron, they left him out too.
They always be leaving someone out, man.
How do you do that?
Well, we don't leave him out.
But how-
Yeah, no doubt.
But how do you leave out? Whatever. I don't give a fuck about the Oscars. So if y'all are
Nah, that's
done,
cool. I'm done.
if y'all are done, then I'm done.
Who is Oscar?
It's a guy.
All right.
I'm sure he was a white guy.
Good to know. Brooms.
You guys weren't invited to Jay-Z and Beyonce's all black Oscar gala.
I'm white. So count me out of this combo.
Good shot, Rory.
But
No.
Ed Sheeran was there.
Well, all right.
A few
that
white
fills-
people were
that
there.
fills the one.
So just say
redhead
that
quota.
you're not the important white. There
Oh,
were
that's a
white
fact.
people there.
That's a fact.
There
That's
we
definitely
go.
a fact.
Make the distinction.
Ed got
That's
Rory's
very
invite,
true.
though. I think Ed got Rory's invite.
They was confused.
Mix it up.
And was
Makes
dancing
sense.
too with it.
You fucking right. Like a word? Oh,
And had a blast.
And did a 99 Problems cover on an acoustic
Yeah.
guitar there.
You know, the street killed
can't
that
acoustic everything. I just
Shout
want to put
out
that
to
out
Ed.
there.
shit. All right, so what's important outside of the Oscars?
Brooms.
Not brooms.
People are so stupid. I just want to put that out there.
Wow. Look at you guys shitting on NASA.
NASA has nothing to do with
That's ain't say shit.
that broom will literally stand like that any day of
If
the
you
fucking year.
if you guys were science buffs like me, you'd really appreciate this.
I think it was all just a conspiracy by the broom companies to sell more brooms.
Yo, listen.
I don't understand these niggas. I don't get them. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know what these niggas is doing. Look at these fucking idiots. What are y'all doing?
People are weird.
Bitch, sweep. Niggas is doing everything with a broom except for sweeping.
Yeah, look what this feminist movement has done.
Is this what it's come to?
Yeah.
That should be a mark, but whatever.
No, that was
It
good.
went
That
over
was a good
everyone's
shot.
head,
That was a
so
good
it's
shot. I was
cool.
here. That was a good shot.
Y'all mad at niggas for not having their publishing. Look what they doing.
Yeah, they don't deserve it.
Look what niggas is focused on. Look what the broom can do. Bitch, I made $1 million off your last record last month. This is just nasty. Y'all would have been blown away by Turbo. Let me tell you guys.
Yeah, true.
Turbo would have had your jaw on the ground.
Yeah. Fred Astaire.
Turbo did way more shit than this.
Turbo.
Go take some shrooms. Mine will be. Think a broom standing up is cool.
But then you can't ever be the old guy that comes and shits on whatever it is
Brooms.
the kids are. Yeah. Look at Future.
Well, Future told you.
Nah, y'all not understanding.
It's getting weird, man. It's getting very weird.
People were bored.
Very bored.
I would have a fit if I was Future's baby mom.
Which one?
The one that needs a DNA test. The fuck is you talking about? You got time to stand up a broom?
Yeah. It's like he stood
Yeah.
up.
And smoke.
Shit.
So let me say that 2020 has a really wild vibe so far to me.
It does.
I don't know.
I don't
I
disagree.
don't know if
but
I'm alone in that.
Explain.
It feels 2020 feels like spooky hours.
Okay.
It just feels like at the drop of a dime, it feels like it's very different from what I envisioned 2020 to feel like, which was somehow Jetsons themed.
Yeah. Flying cars.
Yeah, it just
We're close.
no.
No, that's not close.
No, it
No,
feels
Elon Musk went from making the indestructible car to like, yo, my Nikes can light up. Have you ever seen these before? Like, fam, I
made
had
LA
those
gears?
when I was in kindergarten.
But how long y'all gonna let Elon Musk keep lying to us? Like he was said that tunnel in LA was opening how long ago? We never heard nothing else from that. He just came out with a truck. 2019. Yeah, it was supposed to be 2019. He just came out with a truck instead.
The indestructible one. That was destructed.
Yeah,
on stage at the indestructible meeting.
The window shattered. Yeah,
I'd be wanting to run around and unplug Teslas, but I'm an adult, so I don't.
That actually sounds mad fun.
It does. Right.
It's the new 20.
Why you think you just coming out to your shit charged?
It's the new slashing tires.
Yeah, I wouldn't. All right, so let's see. Tesla, the Oscars, brooms, all of you guys just deflecting from Brother Nori calling here and tearing you guys apart from whatever commentary you guys have about the Who Killed Malcolm X doc that was recently released on Netflix.
I'm shook. Maul, take it away.
I didn't even see
we
it.
need Maul to give us his thoughts on Dwayne Wade's family later.
No, the fuck we don't.
Why? Why not? I can't give my thoughts.
No.
What? Wait, why y'all don't want me to give my thoughts?
Because I want to have another episode.
Y'all don't have no faith in me to hit the open shot. I can hit the open shot, man. Just pass
The wrong basket.
I can hit the open shot, man.
We don't need to hear from Maul about Dwayne Wade's family values.
I can hit the open shot.
No, it's fine. We got it. Who Killed Malcolm X? Recently released on Netflix.
Who was it, Joe?
William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was William.
It was William. It would appear that way.
Was that answer satisfactory
I think
for
so.
you?
Yeah.
Or were you asking to put me in a dark spot?
No, I would never.
Who was it, Rory?
I didn't catch it.
He didn't see the last
Oh, you didn't see
episode.
it?
No, I
Well,
saw
no,
it.
episode 3, they told you who it was. The fuck is he talking about? I didn't see it. No, well, in episode 2, the person they alluded to was him. Now, what do you think?
I did watch it.
Yo, why are y'all so pussy?
I really enjoyed
But
it.
why are y'all so pussy? Can
Who's
anybody
y'all?
come in here and answer that?
Who's y'all? What are you talking about?
The Nation.
I answered this for y'all
You see what
months ago.
You see what they did to their second in command. What do you think they're gonna do to me?
I answered this.
That was a joke.
Got
I'm
you
joking.
like a pig.
It was just a joke.
Rory McFarrell.
It was a joke. I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I mean,
Come on, somebody give some
this was disturbing though. This documentary was very disturbing. I'll be honest. Like it was a lot of things
How
that.
did Maul become our lead off?
No, I'm
on
serious.
everything?
It was though. Like the fact that they had a show later on that night in the ballroom, like a ballet or something like that, a dance or something, was crazy. The fact that he went all these years later back to the ballroom and the podium was downstairs in the basement,
Yeah, it's nuts.
just like collecting dust, was like I feel crazy for not knowing that wasn't in like a museum or something. Like
Yeah,
I feel crazy for not
the
knowing.
police /
or-
government clearly did not have any interest in.
I was gonna say, or in an evidence secured area.
Yeah, like
Right.
it just was like, what do you mean that shit was in the basement of the ballroom? Like I just didn't. It's just crazy, man. That shit was like it was very disturbing to watch.
Yeah,
But it was eye opening. It was
Homeboy was
a lot of questions were answered.
the main.
Spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't seen this and you want to watch it, because it is a really good doc.
Really good doc.
Really, really good.
Fast forward to some shit, because we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And very informative outside of the obvious of what the name of the doc was.
Savon, do you have the gentleman's name who was the main documentarian in this? Because
That guy.
Yeah,
He did a great job.
he did a great job.
Oh, he was
he
capping.
dedicated his whole fucking life to this shit.
Said he was capping.
He was capping.
What was he capping
He
about?
wasn't looking for William Bradley.
All right. Well, here's my thing with the doc.
Hey, no, wait, hold up. Don't step on my point, because I'm making my point. Every time in this doc where he said, you know what? This big-ass dude with the shotgun really killed Malcolm X. And honestly, I'm not willing to let it go. I don't see how these niggas in this same neighborhood even let him live here. And I want to press him about it. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm the only one that thought that. Come on, you guys.
I thought that
Y'all didn't think Homeboy was looking for William Bradley. Mad niggas found him.
all right, that was my thing. Listen,
Hey,
I don't want to take
he
away.
was in the hood.
That is true.
Cory Booker knew where he was at. His wife knew.
Yeah.
Fucking Secretary
He
of
was in a-
Defense
he was in
knew.
a campaign video.
Trump knew. He was in commercials dapping people up. You the only one. Ooh, when I find him. When you find him, what?
I don't want to take away from this.
He gonna
gentleman's,
keep showing us footage of him driving by his crib. You bitch ass.
Yeah, that was kind of
Yo,
like.
why you driving? Hey,
Nah, he was
nigga,
circling the block. He was trying to
smart.
You driving by mad parking spots.
Yeah, he was looking for parking.
Yeah. It was hydrants. It was
uneven. It was uneven that day.
That
It wasn't power. It definitely wasn't power.
He would not pull over.
Yeah.
But that's it. Or what you saying, Word?
I don't want to take away from his research because he did a lot.
Wait, then he tried to act surprised. Yo, man, just found out William Bradley died. Nigga, you knew that 3 months ago when you was filming this bullshit.
We should call brother Nuri Muhammad and see what he has.
You can.
I don't have his number.
I don't see where anything that they showed contradicts anything he said, though. That's my issue.
Well, semantics.
That's my thing.
Elijah Muhammad never verbally said to kill, but
And he did say, don't lay a hand on Malcolm. The same way that Brother Nori said.
no, right, I'm with you.
And Brother Nori also said that, y'all are believing in some false institutions that have never come forward and been transparent with their part. And by the end of the doc, I'll be honest with me, only me. I was confused because homeboy could have 100% been a cop and taken cover with the FOI. I didn't see anything that could readily refute that from me. So everything Brother Nuri said, which was it was them and Minister Farrakhan never said go get him, you still can't prove against that.
I mean,
You could speak to the same thing that Maul said before we got Brother Nuri on the phone. Yo, the FOI expressed their disappointment and administered some words that could have led somebody else to do something. Mm-hmm. Yes? Am I off in that?
This dude definitely could have been working with the cops before, and he was clearly afterwards. So I can see that. But to put together that type of team of just one dude that may be working with the cops, I just think it's a collaborative effort at that point.
Who was working with the cops?
One of the people that was part of the assassination team cooperated with the police afterwards.
Oh, well, he got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was some, which I read in more while I was watching it, I was Googling the whole time, that he may have been working with the police prior to. Mm-hmm. But to put together an assassination team of that capacity, I think, it takes not just the cops to do that.
Right. Well, it was definitely, I think, a lot of hands and a lot of hands that are dirty from this. It wasn't just like one particular entity or person.
Agreed.
But
and a lot of people that looked the other way.
Yeah, but the actual fire and the guns and the shooting came from Muslims from a mosque in Newark. So that's the bottom line. Not saying they acted alone and it was just some random thing that they decided to do on their own. No, I don't think it was that. I think it was much deeper than that. But the bottom line is they pulled the trigger.
This was my first time watching it from the viewpoint of all the money that Malcolm was ruining for other people. I don't know if I've ever let that play a part in my theorizing.
Yeah, they spoke on that a lot.
I didn't know anything about that, nor did I know.
I had no idea just how much money the Nation of Islam, the nation was out there
generating.
Getting. And, we forget because we have to abide by tax laws that, I forgot that, as a religious entity, they didn't have to abide by that. That's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And I'm not implying anything, Brother Nori. I'm just telling you the things I learned as I was watching. Do you think that the nation was getting ahead of this?
What do you mean by that?
Possibly.
Yeah.
They came.
Documentary was coming out.
They spoke to us. Yeah, they spoke to the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. I think that they knew that this doc was coming and that they knew questions were going to be asked. So I think that Brother Nuri Muhammad.
I mean, for the most part, everyone involved with this doc is a part or was a part. Mm-hmm. So there's no way that it wasn't being talked about amongst them.
I'll be honest too, man, and I say this with with knowledge that this may receive backlash, but now I need to see some deeper docs about Martin, man.
No, I want to see deeper docs about all of our heroes that were assassinated or, because now after watching this, I'm just like, wait, what? This wasn't even investigated thoroughly. Like there was a dance later on that night in the ballroom. The podium is still there. The bullets was still in the wall.
But they painted the picture as to why this would not be investigated thoroughly. Too many parties look to gain from Malcolm's death.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be investigated thoroughly. I wouldn't think that. I was shocked to find out that there were 9 people present that were working with law enforcement at the time. Mm-hmm. That was shocking to me. It was shocking to me that so many people in the Newark area seemed to know what had happened, like, in all facts. It was pretty eerie. The video of the video that showed William Bradley casually walking out, looking like he just finished shooting somebody. Like, that walk. Like, that was a little eerie.
That OJ walk.
And it was eerie to me that this could be such a world-renowned case, and I know so little about the intricacies of it.
That's what I was like bugged out about.
I felt really bad for the gentlemen that were falsely accused.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I do think that they are owed some type of retribution. I do.
Definitely.
Yeah. Or, well, their family, because one did pass in prison, I believe.
Yeah.
So their families, for sure.
I don't know how they get that retribution.
Well, did you watch the whole thing?
An
In the last
investigation.
one, he was talking about how he was trying to, appeal to whatever.
Yeah. The
And
investigation
what he
has to
said
damn near
in
be
the last
completed.
one, he said you could do what you want. I don't trust nothing that they do or say.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
I don't
saying
trust
the
the process.
documentarian saying he was
Yeah.
going to do it on his
It'd
behalf.
be hard to
Abdur
trust.
Rahman Muhammad was his name. By the way,
Yeah.
I want to
Okay.
get that right.
And now
Great
now
job.
reports have come out that they are looking to reopen the investigation, but it's like most of the parties have moved on.
Yeah, or deceased.
Or deceased.
They're
Yeah.
deceased, transition. The hero send off for William Bradley. I was feeling like the documentarian guy.
Documentarian, yeah.
I felt like him too.
Yeah.
I did too. It was a little like y'all are saluting him, and y'all knew.
But what do
he
you
was-
say to they addressed that at the end? Like, what do you say when if somebody committed X amount of acts prior to committing their life, and now they have turned their life over? Then how do we?
It's a complicated thing.
How
Yeah, it
really
is a
is.
complicated thing.
And I felt him in that. How do you do it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You kill a figure like Malcolm X. I'm sorry. I understand people do things and they change their lives, but it's still like you can't get a hero send off. Like if you kill one of our most prominent figures of our time, like in history, I can't give you a 21 gun salute when you pass. Like that's just me though. You know what I'm
hear you.
saying? Like I can't. Not saying that people can't change their lives and you can't turn your life around and do other things. I understand that part. I salute that. But if it's coming from somebody who did something like this to this magnitude,
The only
Yeah, I don't know if
part.
maybe he privately came to terms with that and apologized for that. Of course, publicly, I'm not going to expect him to do that. Honestly, from where he comes from, I'm not going to think he's going to come out and be like, yo, I did this, I apologize, arrest me. I need to be responsible and I need to see consequences for it. But I don't know if he did that privately within his community, and that's why people were so reluctant to speak about it, and you could tell that they knew but was like, nah, I don't really know. So maybe he did, and maybe that's why the send-off was that, but this is just me spitballing here.
Yeah.
I could see there being some reconciliation in that if he's owned that within that community and they were like, all right, well, if you're changing your life and you now take responsibility for that, there can be some reconciliation there.
Yeah, now let me not act so out of touch. I understand how William Bradley can be viewed as an urban legend.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
I do get that.
for killing Malcolm X. If it's whispers in the community that yo, that's the man that killed Malcolm. Of course, like people.
And clearly a lot of people felt like that was the right thing to
you're
do.
forever attached to one of the biggest moments in history. Like
Especially if he's a known figure in the community that is helping the community, helping
doing
the kids,
things for the youth, yeah.
helping doing philanthropist work. Like I could see it.
But it
the
still
part
doesn't-
I'm not to cut you off, Maul. The part that I would have liked to hear more about was when Malcolm, when they spoke about Malcolm being exiled, they said that his funds were cut.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, they went on to speak about his different meetings around the world with world leaders. And I was confused because I was like, wait a second. He's getting close to his goal. He's meeting with who he wants to meet with. He's traveling. He's holding himself down. But how if He's broke and exiled from
sure,
everything. I would have loved to hear more about that.
Yeah, me too. But I'm sure, maybe some people over there that he was meeting were funding his trips,
that's what I
or
was thinking.
different
'Cause,
organizations.
they did mention that he didn't particularly care about money when he was in the nation. Any money he got, he typically just gave right back. Like that was never really Malcolm's goal at all. So yeah, I thought that two parts, that maybe whoever he was meeting with was really interested in meeting and was like, I will fund what I can here.
I didn't really like hearing about the beef between Elijah Muhammad's children and Malcolm. Like once they introduced that part into the doc, I was like, oh, okay. See how this maybe is gonna go.
I mean, I can.
It just seemed to be filled with a lot of envy and spite,
ulterior motives.
and ulterior motives, different agendas. Didn't feel like everybody was on the same page, and it seemed like Malcolm just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a difference when you seek something rather than being born into something. I just think your appreciation and goals and views are a bit different. So I can see those two groups beefing a bit.
How did y'all feel about the doc's portrayal of Malcolm wanting to be at the number one spot?
Malcolm wanting to be?
Yeah.
I think he was appointed, because at one point, like I said, Elijah Muhammad even said like this he's like, this is the guy.
My
This is
successor.
gonna be- So it was like he was given that position.
I understand that. And with that given position, at least by what is portrayed, he went on his own admission a few times, which to us would be contradictory of your teachings and how you were brought up.
Well, I mean, sometimes as a man, you seek your own information, and you seek your own knowledge, and you start to discover things, and you're like, but wait, this is total opposite of everything we've been taught. Like I think his pilgrimage to Mecca is what changed him forever. Once he saw Asian Muslims and white Muslims, and he was like, wait a minute, like this is not just
So you don't think he was changed before then?
I think he was, but I think that was the moment when he felt like, I'm not sure if I was taught or if I was programmed.
See, and that's why I want to hear more about Martin's story, because what was that I have a dream shit about over there? Like in watching Martin, in watching Malcolm, I understand every step of the way. And if I put myself there, which is instinctual, that's probably how I would feel back then. I would feel like, nah, it ain't time to I have a dream and march down. Nah, it's time to hit somebody. I would like to see more about. I would like to see what they did for us with Malcolm, what they did with Martin, how he got this legion of people to believe in this peaceful way of doing things versus homeboy over here in Harlem that's like, yo, nah, like that shit was galvanizing some of it.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Really, really interesting.
I could see how they might have been at odds, though. I would just like more information.
It was two different routes, but I think Martin and Malcolm ultimately had the same destination of just uplifting the people.
That Malcolm shit is making me mad when I was ready to go. I don't know how y'all was feeling.
Just in the crib strapped. You was ready?
Damn, cuz why we acknowledging our last names? Why we doing that? I'm Joe X, nigga. The fuck?
You're not Joe.
I am. See? And that's why we can't get nowhere as a people. Because I'm telling you I'm Joe X.
My bad.
And you want me to be referred to as my slave name.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
I never thought about why some of these black people are named McDougal.
Think about it. You know why? You know exactly.
Yeah, but no. Why we don't do something about that?
Yeah. That's
As a
very
black
question.
man, you want to run around and acknowledge your last name is McDougal?
I hear
So
you.
the more I sat on that, I started to get some heat with Budden. I was like, man.
You in the crib hating
You
yourself?
know what, man? It's Joe. I am him, man.
Well, I mean,
man.
Joseph does come from the White Bible.
Listen, man. Yeah, I had a range of emotions while watching the
Yeah,
doc.
naturally.
Yeah, same.
You would have to.
I did.
You would have to.
Yeah, and like y'all said, the fact that the fucking the pedestal is still in the basement.
Podium, yeah. Like that shit was like
That's nuts.
that was like
The
that
government and the police had no intention of finding out
No.
the truth whatsoever.
No.
The documentarian had no fucking. I wanted him to go to William Bradley's house.
You are so stupid. Why? You just wanted to see that exchange?
What you about to ask William Bradley?
I know
William
exactly what
Bradley
you're
is 6'7", 270. He look like Grandpa Zion.
Yeah.
And you talking about, I got questions for him. No, you don't.
Yeah,
No, I can look at your shoulders. I can look at your shoulders and see
Your shoulders ain't got no questions.
You want no part to whatever William Bradley
ain't got
got to
question
say.
shoulders.
Yeah, nah, I did that. I had the shotgun. What's up?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
now what?
Documentary over.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta give it up to him, man. He was talking to people that definitely did not want to talk to him, and were saying, "Nah, we're not going to talk about that." And he still sat there and asked questions.
Yeah,
I gotta give it up
Who?
to all of the people in Newark. that
Corey
he was talking
Booker,
to.
he
Not
had an
Cory
aggressive
Booker.
line of
Cory
questioning.
Booker act like he had no clue. He
Word.
was like, really?
Huh?
No, I did not know
That was the other thing that was a little
Man, Cory
disturbing
Booker,
about the
if you
doc.
don't shut, get the fuck out of here, man.
Corey Booker he might as well say, "Nah, we talk about that shit every day."
He looked like he was to say, yeah, that's my space partner.
He
Like,
come over the crib. No, that's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go
I
Corey.
had no idea.
All right. So have we gotten rid of all the analysis on this?
I think so.
Let's throw out the race relations. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we covered everything.
It's a great doc.
It was.
All right, great. I'm going to piss.
Highly recommend it. No,
All right, you guys.
Excellent transition, Joe.
I do know why Maul will not tell us about his weekend though,
Why?
because
Because
you were
he's
too
mysteriously
busy.
seeing women that he doesn't want other women to know about.
Oh well. Besides that,
That's not true.
Or moving drugs.
Maul had to give Drake a pass to go into Marcy, and I could imagine that would take up some of your weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not from Brooklyn.
But you know the guy that's from
Yes, you are.
You still have the passes.
yeah. There's
Brooklyn
leftover
passes.
passes.
Yeah, you got all the passes.
You got a few Brooklyn passes.
Okay.
You hit bills in them.
No, I don't have no Brooklyn passes. This was interesting. I still don't know what this is for.
Streets have it that Drake was looking over at you.
No. I was nowhere near Marcy.
Nah, that was probably Rory.
I haven't
That's
been
what I
over
heard.
here in
You telling
years.
me when I didn't say that the streets did.
Yeah, no, I haven't been over there. in
We're
years.
just reporting what the streets say. Don't
Is
kill
that-
the
they were
messenger.
saying I was there?
They were saying that's who he was looking back at to make sure he was good.
Oh.
You was going.
No.
You was behind him with the thumbs up, like you good, bro.
Like it's all good.
You security
Like
for Chubbs.
these 40 niggas walking down the block,
Yeah.
don't worry about them.
More, you was in the middle of the projects, like the aircraft guy with the shits. Like you
Like,
good,
It's all good.
They say you security for Chubbs and Tata.
Chubbs and Tata.
No, I'm not security for. Shout outs to Chubbs and Tata though, but no, I'm not security for.
You not Rock Nation brunch security?
No, it would be a
Do you have a Rockefeller chain?
no.
Oh, why do I bring all this Rockefeller praise to you? You never have a chain.
Exactly. I wish you would stop.
We don't need to address that.
But
should have a
not
chain.
The mall doesn't have a chain.
I'm not an artist.
There was mad people.
Oh,
that
there's,
You
were
are.
There's
artists.
some emotion behind that one.
No, I'm not. I'm
There's
not
some
an
feeling
artist.
there.
You're expressing yourself twice a week.
Yeah,
That's how you justify it to yourself.
That
But
I'm not an artist.
you're not okay with that.
About what?
That you don't have a Rockefeller chain?
I'm more than okay with that.
I'm not okay with it, and I'm not related to them.
I don't think you are.
I don't even wear chains.
Me either.
I'm more than okay.
Really?
Yes.
Big Sean has a chain and you don't?
He's an artist.
Fabulous.
Yo, Gotti,
Also an artist. Also an artist.
Nah.
Y'all are naming rappers. Y'all know that?
You are.
you're an artist though.
No, I'm not.
You're a
Yo-
creator.
Yo Gotti's a trapper.
He makes music too.
Shut up. Trapping is not an art. He created some shit.
That's right.
Trapping is
Yeah,
an
you gotta
art.
look out for the creators, man. All of them.
Trapping is an art.
Maul don't have a Rockefeller chain or a Rock Nation brunch invite or a Paper Planes hat.
I had a Rock Nation invite.
And Maul has
Brunch
mad
invite.
paper plane ass.
No, he does not.
Me? Yeah.
You gotta wear one of your paper plane hats, man.
Why?
So I
Everybody
can-
has one.
So I can know that you're official.
That does not.
How
make
else
you
would I
official.
know?
That does not.
You,
know.
you, Cisco.
Wait, you mean everyone in the city with the
Yeah.
Rock Nation hat on is not an A&R at
No,
Rock Nation?
Not at all.
Maul is the streets A&R.
the fuck?
You're one of those.
The streets saying,
Remember that was a thing? I'm the
yeah.
I'm an A&R.
Some people still trying to make it a thing though. That's the funny shit. Yo, I got this artist. No, you don't. Shut up.
Hey, I'm an A&R to the streets.
Shut
I'm
up.
the streets A&R.
The streets
Look
do
at
it to
Maul.
me
Look at Maul
every
is
year.
Miss Lighty.
No, Joe.
All right, fine. Come on.
No.
I got the shot. I'm not mad at the shot.
I saw the
Listen,
shot.
rest
yeah,
in peace,
no, I
Chris,
get it.
man. What do you want me to do? Missed? Like, I just thought it was funny.
It was funny.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Nah, that was a good shot.
All right, what do y'all want to talk about next, man? What else is important? Oh, we talking about Drake. Come on, did
Yes.
somebody have some a deep dive on why
Well-
Drake is looking over his shoulder 90 million times in Marcy Projects?
I would look over my shoulder.
He
and-
says,
What did he say?
yo, plain clothes was there. Narcos, the undercovers was right there. I didn't know what was going on. Had to look and make sure my peeps was good. Mans was good.
Yeah, you got to know that.
Well, you do know that.
And he's in foreign territory. Like, that's the federales. He's not even American.
I don't know
They
if you
doing it
guys
different
He might not
time.
have his visa
I
straight.
don't know if you're joking or serious. I'm shutting up until some serious dialogue is had here. I don't want anyone to think that I'm joking on Drake for looking over his shoulder in Marcy Project shooting a music video.
Homeland Security looking for the
The
Canadians.
song could be called "Looking Over Your Shoulder."
That could be it, too.
Y'all do know that Drake had a lot of security with him. out there.
Of course I do, Mo. I was not one of the
Drake
people.
was there with Trump. Like, what are y'all talking about? What do y'all think he was
pretty
looking
much.
over his shoulder about?
Pretty much. It's just funny. The
Well,
internet just makes shit funny.
Of course. This internet's just having their
We the
jokes.
Drake Vengers too, though.
True.
Are we?
Yes, nigga, you the
I
captain.
thought they said,
you
hate them.
you Mahomes.
How?
The fuck is Maul talking
How,
about?
though?
What do you mean how, Maul?
How? But when you say Drake,
We defend everything Drake does.
that's not true. We don't defend
We
everything.
throw
he does.
lighthearted jabs. Like, what are you talking about?
According to them,
But
what
we
we
do that
do
with
is
a
hate
lot,
on
a lot of people.
Nah, we had one moment of fucking beef with Drake, and then I walked my views take back, and then that was it. But no,
so
Well,
you're
no,
Mahomes.
there was about a mixtape.
So
in
you're
between there.
Mahomes.
no, you're Mahomes of the Drake Vengers,
Okay. I'll take it.
All right,
followed
so
by
it's-
Rory.
so
Rory is
avenged.
vice president of the Drake Vengers.
Okay.
That was an easy Travis Kelce redhead joke that you missed.
So happy for him and his queen.
Me too.
I am.
Oh, I am too.
Honestly,
I love Caleb.
Yeah, you see,
That's my people.
Travis stole her from you.
That's
Hey, well,
funny.
niggas gotta love his girl. Yeah, I
I
know
do.
you. I
Caleb's
know
my
you.
people.
No.
You-
No, I'm saying the same
listen.
thing. Nah, the way she cheers.
Yeah, like listen.
The way she cheered.
The way she shows support.
Yo,
I get it.
if Rory don't get the fuck out of here with this shit. All right, great, but I'm glad Rory said that. It brings me to the question I meant to ask y'all a couple of weeks ago that I didn't ask y'all. Okay, preferably Maul, though, because Maul's too cool for anything. All right, Maul, I think I got you.
Okay.
You ready? Mm-hmm. You got a man's. Like a guy friend that you care about. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by man's.
Right.
You got a man's. He has a young harlot that he's not really interested in.
He has a young harlot that he's not interested in.
But
Okay.
he doesn't let her know that. That's the game. He lets you know
that he's not interested.
he's not really interested in the young harlot. Mm-hmm. He lets you know he's moving casually with her. Mm-hmm. You like her. He barks.
I'm just trying to help you. You know what I mean? Your build up.
He barks. You like the girl.
Okay.
What do you do?
That's it. That's the like.
That was the big lead up.
Yeah.
I hate Rory. Do y'all know that?
Is that? What you, I don't. What do
Do
you
y'all
mean?
know I hate Rory?
What do you mean? What do you do?
You
Yeah, what do you do?
like the girl that your man's is seeing casually.
Mm-hmm.
You and
Fucking.
her
He's fucking, but he doesn't
are
like her.
developing a kinship with one another.
What do you do now?
Your man,
But my homeboy is
your
fucking with her.
man's is fucking her, but is unaware of your kinship with her. Mm-hmm. What's next?
Oh nah. If they already fucking with each other, then nah, I'm not making a move.
Yeah, one day I will conduct the Exposed Mall podcast.
Expose me on what?
Well, I'm
though?
asking, what do you think is
Fuck
Exposed
up,
gonna be?
Mall.
What do you mean? Shut the fuck
Wait,
up.
what would you do?
What would he do?
How she look?
Oh no, he's going at her.
Wait,
He's going at
wait,
her.
hold up.
Me, I'm not. My man is fucking with her.
Yo,
I'm not
this is
fucking
why
with her.
men is so confusing. What do you mean what I would do? If she's not yours, what do it matter what I would do? Right? That's the bro code.
Well, that's what I just
Yeah.
said.
If she's
though.
not yours and you don't give a fuck about her and it's not your girl and you don't have higher aspirations with her, then what do it matter what I do? If I want to beat, then what does that have to do with him? Tell me.
But what's
This
the
is where
difference in what I just
where
said,
bro
though?
code contradicts bro code.
No,
well,
give it to
Difference
me.
in what I just said.
Give it to me.
It don't contradict.
Then explain it to me.
Because if you beat, I don't
You
care.
really like the girl.
That's what I just said.
And just because I wouldn't do it, I'm not mad that you did it. I just wouldn't do it.
That's what I just said. Like I
I
wouldn't
think
do it,
that
but
the
I'm not
people
mad
on
if you
this
do.
podcast are liars.
Joe,
what I
everybody
think.
does not operate like you.
I
Just
never,
because
I
everybody
never,
doesn't have your brain doesn't mean
I
everybody's lying.
never introduced my operating technique.
But you said people
I
are
never
lying.
said that this is how I operate. I'm saying I
Why do you
think
think
the
we're lying?
men on the Joe Budden podcast
Why?
are complete liars.
Why?
Okay.
Cause knock it off. Cause y'all never acknowledge
If
nuance.
my
That's
man
why.
is fucking with a girl, I'm not gonna try to fuck with her.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I've never
And if
done
we're
it.
not
No,
going to
me.
acknowledge that, then forget it.
I've never done
But
it.
What about if
I've been on the other
Man,
side of
knock it
done it.
off.
what about if a
man.
little time passes? You've done that.
All right, check it out.
Not fucking
Dwayne
with each
Wade
other.
and his wife.
That's not what he just asked.
Yeah, that's a completely different
If they're
question.
not fucking with each other, then yeah, that's fair game. He's saying while they're fucking with each other.
No. It doesn't have to be
and
wow.
You
Yeah,
entered
it doesn't
in
have
that
to
he
be the
doesn't
wow.
know that
That's
we know
what you
each
just
other.
said,
Like,
though.
No, he was
Well,
just
let's
saying
not
they're
get
building
married
up
to
the-
words. It doesn't have to be while your man is fucking with. But your man fucked with. It was a casual thing. And you have
You
continued.
just changed the whole. You just changed the whole thing. Joe.
Yeah.
You just changed
Forget
the
it,
whole
guys.
thing. That
Forget it,
felt-
guys.
No, 'cause usually-
Forget it, you
He
guys.
just said if your man is fucking with a chick, if your man is
How did
fucking
you not
with a
change
chick,
it?
Save on.
And you- and-
I don't want to fight you so bad.
like what is he saying?
But usually-
nothing.
You just changed your whole shit.
Usually, if you smash something that your homie was smashing, the initial
Erickson,
interest
no, what the
happened
fuck, Eric?
while they were smashing.
Help me.
I'm helping you, Joe.
Yeah, no, you
But
talk
what
to
are
him, man,
what
because I
are
don't
y'all
understand
helping
this
him
guy.
in? I don't understand.
Usually,
you,
the
nigga.
spark is fired while they are still fucking, and then
No, that's not. That's
The
not.
spark
That's
is
not even
fired.
true.
What are you talking about?
you see the Come, Joe. I'm trying to
I
help
don't know
you.
what to do.
Yo, how y'all get
I
y'all
don't know
hoes?
what to
Nah, nah, I
do.
want my
I
passionate
don't know what to do.
Yo, how do y'all get y'all bitches? Let's talk.
Not from my man.
How do y'all get y'all bitches?
Sometimes
The
from
shit
my
is
man.
sparked while he's no. That's not true. That's wrong.
Mo, that's
You talking
mad
about-
true.
No, it's not, bro. No,
That-
it's not. No, it's not. No, it's
So
not.
anytime that you smash something,
She
that,
might be introduced to me.
No, man. No,
But-
no. It's not true.
What are they talking about right now? Yo, explain it to me where you're coming from on this.
Because you said that if you fucking with a chick,
No, not. All right, I'm listening.
if your man just fucking with a chick
I'm listening.
and you like her,
No, I don't even know that I like her. But me and her are
that's
cool.
not what you
But that's
just
not what you said.
Well,
And you even
listen
said,
to what I'm saying.
And you even said my friend doesn't know that I'm getting to know her on the
All right,
side.
all
Like,
of that's great, but this
Bro,
is contextual.
how do y'all get
your
y'all
man's is fucking a chick.
We got that.
That somehow in hanging or you knew before, however that comes about, you have your own relationship with Shorty Doo-Wop. Do you follow me so far?
Yeah.
That relationship builds into you having curiosity about where you and her may lead while she has something existing with your man. That's my scenario.
I have never been in that
Okay.
position.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's an acceptable
I
answer
have
for
never
me.
been.
No.
My
Well,
homeboy
well-
has never been dating or fucking with somebody.
you got Jesse's girl in there.
And me and her have been fucking talking, and then now I'm developing feelings for a girl. My man that has never happened.
Maul is a liar.
How am I lying?
I can prove you're lying, but
Prove
I
it.
protect you.
Prove it.
No, I want to protect you.
No, don't protect me. Prove it. Prove that one of my mans was fucking with a girl, and me and her developed feelings, and I like her while she's fucking my man, and I'm trying to fuck with her.
You're gonna semantics me to death. Okay,
That's what you
All
just
so
said.
slow down.
how is that semantics?
So,
That's
all
what
right,
you- he
because,
just said
because,
prove it
because
when
let
you
me
said you could
reply.
prove it.
Because let me reply, Rory. I'm not here to just yell and call you guys names today.
Oh, wow.
Let me reply.
Oh, look who's changed.
Because maybe they didn't gradually develop feelings at the same time and come to a decision?
Who?
Maul and the girl.
the other-
Maybe that didn't happen.
But you keep changing what
Maybe-
you're saying.
You changing scenarios. You
All right,
are.
never mind it. All right, forget it.
Every
Forget
time
it.
you
Don't worry
say
about it.
something,
Don't worry
you're
about
changing
it.
scenarios.
Every one of my
Okay.
scenarios
All right, so bottom
ends
line.
in you and Shorty Doo-Wop having an alternate plan that maybe didn't exist upon introduction. That is where all of my scenarios lie.
No, you're changing.
I
it
want
when you're
y'all to
saying, like,
answer
it's
to it.
developing while he's fucking with her, and we're getting to know each other. But
That can happen too.
Not saying it
Answer
can't.
to all of it.
It's a-
I'm not saying it can't happen.
This is
Of
a
course
broad.
it
I didn't
can
say
happen.
that can't happen.
Let me
I'm
help.
saying-
Let me
I've
help
never been
translate.
that.
Let me help translate. We're talking about the broad. He's talking about the broad spectrum of smashing something that your homie once smashed. How does that
Yeah,
develop?
that's Eskimo.
Yeah,
That's
look at you
fine.
niggas trying to
But
fucking
fuck
make
that.
it all intricate.
We're trying to make it.
What happens when you
Yeah.
like
You
the
introduced
girl
the increment.
that your
Introduce the
man is
scenario.
casually smashing?
You introduce
There
the
we go.
scenario.
I just said it. What happens when you like the girl that your man is casually smashing and calling you about on the sneak tip? There we go. Give it to me, Maul.
What do you mean? What happens?
All right, never mind.
What's the question?
All right, never mind.
What you're
Yeah, hey, yo,
asking.
listen. Dwayne Wade recently was on the Ellen show.
Dog, you just be yelling and saying shit. You know what are you asking?
How?
What do you mean? What happens? I don't even understand what you're asking.
I'm asking what happens in the event that that scenario comes up. Is your reply to that scenario has never come up?
I have never fucked with a girl that my homeboy or whoever was.
I have been in
smashing.
truth or
Never.
truth games with Maul. Where someone that we both know has questioned him about his initiatives with someone that they saw already. I've been in that game. So
That-
for you to tell me that has never took place is a lie.
That I was smashing, or
Not
or my homeboy was smashing.
You don't have to have been smashing anyway. I think that's where you're getting confused. You don't have to be smashing anyone for this scenario that I'm talking about to come into play. You don't have to be. You don't have to be
I'm
smashing
lost.
anyone.
Now I'm really lost. Am I fly with the
You're
dude that
fucking
my-
a girl.
that my man
I-
is smashing? Yeah, I'm respectful.
No,
I'll be fly with her.
you're fucking girl. You.
I'm fucking
You
with her.
have a casual, intimate relationship
all right.
with someone.
Got you.
And someone else that is your man seems to want the very same thing. How more plain can I explain it? Y'all are acting like, is
So
this
let's-
one of those
you know
spit-on
what?
scenarios?
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Is this one of those spit-on scenarios where, like, it's just me speaking from a bubble somewhere? Or is this a common
No,
thing?
it's a common
No,
thing.
no.
It's a very
You're
common
just
thing.
I
adding
think
in
it's
certain
common.
factors
It's a very
that
common.
So
change it
that's why I
completely.
asked them, because I thought it was
You know
common.
what, Joe? Maybe this will help. Let's switch the scenario. Let's say you are the dude casually smashing a chick, and your homeboy has interest in her. How do you
How do you deal with
How
that?
do you go from there?
How do you deal with that?
Maybe that will.
There we
make people
go.
Feel more
If I'm
empowered.
smashing a chick,
Yeah, and your homeboy likes her.
Or you're seeing some.
Yeah, you're seeing a little spark fly.
Yeah.
between my homeboy and her,
Thank you, Parks.
between my homeboy
Thank-
and her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
have me and her just casually smashing.
Yeah. Have you ever been in that
Do
scenario?
your thing. Yeah.
So you have been in that scenario before.
Yeah, if
I
was the
think
one
every
smashing
man has. We
Okay,
were never
good.
arguing
Yes.
that scenario didn't
All right.
exist.
Yeah.
We were arguing how we would behave in it.
and
We
that's
never
what-
said what
well-
you said was some weird.
Well, that's what
Martian
I was
shit.
always asking. How do
That's what
you
I'm
behave
saying.
in
and
it?
Maul and I said no. We would not smash the girl that our homeboy is casually fucking while they're fucking. Like,
That's
no,
what
I'm
I'm
not.
saying.
I'm not.
But would you wait a little while and then smash?
Maybe.
Yeah. These kings are great.
But that
No,
we
no.
talk about that all the time as
Yeah,
being
like-
Eskimo brothers. With
No, you guys are very
No, that's
unclear
a
what you're
different thing.
saying.
No,
Maul and I
no,
extremely
no,
clear
The
no,
what we
context
saying.
is very
no, no,
different.
no,
The
no,
Eskimo
no,
brother
Maul.
context was very different.
Yes,
that was talking
Maul.
about just some random dude that.
Us talking about whether Parks and Jeff Goldblum share partners is different than you sharing
I'm not.
partners
Also,
with
I have
your
Eskimo
man.
brothers that are my actual that I consider my brothers
Right.
for sure,
absolutely
without question.
Eskimo brothers.
But
is
it's a
not just
bitch we was
somebody
both-
you know through
a woman
distance.
we was
like
both
no.
casually fucking.
It's your boy too. Like yo, he used to
Hey.
fuck with her. You fucked with her.
We may have passed it.
I'm gonna get y'all one of
I
these.
wasn't
weeks.
gonna say all
one
that,
Of, one
but-
of these weeks, I'm gonna get y'all.
On
y'all,
what, though?
y'all in this fucking superb slime
Whoa, don't do that-
Wu-Tang
don't do that
shit
because
y'all
I'm
be
not-
on.
I'm typically on the
y'all
other
be
side
on,
of the
Yeah.
Y'all
side.
are Wu-Tanged out with this fucking girl shit. Y'all handle everything like an alliance.
I'm just saying, I've never been.
Joe, I don't know
in
if you've
that
listened to this
scenario that you
podcast. I'm
painted.
always on the other side. I always handle it the weirder way.
All right,
here,
that's-
no.
all right, that's
come
all
on.
for Joe's questions for now.
Yeah, like I don't know. I've never been on that side. But if I was smashing and my homeboy, yeah, absolutely, that's happened.
You've never been the homeboy?
I've even had a friend
Not while they
inquire
were fucking
about
each
it.
other, no,
Well, yeah, maybe not. You're not right after.
no.
But you've liked someone that.
Come on, that's all you, man. Come on, it's nothing with me. It's nothing with me. Come on, man. Go ahead. Have your time now with her.
Yes, that's how
That
it
exists,
works.
Joe. The Joe that does exist.
That's how
I
it
know there's a
works.
lot of times when men front like, yo, you
That's
can have
exactly
that, but
how
they
it-
really
with
like
me.
the chick. I know that happens.
With me,
but
that's
there is
how it
mad
works.
times where dudes are just like, no, you can have that. I really don't care.
I don't know why that seems so far fetched for y'all. That's a
I'm
normal
not a real
thing.
nigga, Mo.
No, it ain't about being a real nigga. That's just a normal thing. Like niggas do that.
Okay, that's the end of Joe's question.
Okay, but you was trying. I'm lying. What am I lying about?
That you've never been in that scenario.
No, I haven't.
All right. Do we have time for Rory's question now? Is there a mall question? I hate these things.
Why? Why you hate when niggas are
Because
not
y'all
in
too
positions
cool
that you?
for me, man.
That's not.
When
That
have-
niggas is too cool.
y'all
When have
are
I
some
ever
cool-
acted too cool on this
No,
podcast?
y'all are-
I would love to know
I'm
the
just
time
saying,
I
y'all
acted
are
That
some
niggas
on
is
cool
this
too
dudes,
cool,
that's
man.
all.
It's, if you've never been in a position, you just never been in it. That doesn't have to be mean you're
Y'all
too cool.
definitely like the chick your man was smashing for a week. Yeah, that happens.
Yes.
That's so normal.
It's very
Only when I talk to y'all is it
Joe,
like the most
Joe,
abnormalist
but
of
Joe, but
things.
no,
I don't know
now
how many
you
times-
Like,
changed
oh
it
shit,
again.
she's cute. He caught her first.
No, but you changed it again though because you said
You
like.
keep changing
No, it's still
it.
the same broad
You saying
stroke.
semantics. You are
You said
semantics
trying.
man right
You
now.
said trying to hide. He
Yeah, you
said
change it every
trying to,
time.
like, get at her. That's what he said. Now, if you see a chick that your man's fucking, you like, damn, she nice. Of course that happens.
Yeah.
But am I like, yo, sure, take my number? No.
Well, that would be sleazy. Yeah, that's what I think he was trying to ask.
No,
Is how you
That's what he just asked.
Parks, Savon, Joe, all of you are insane. You keep changing the
That's what I'm
entire.
saying.
Savon hasn't said a word, and you're calling him insane.
That's all.
Listen, man, over the weekend,
sees what I'm saying.
Dwayne Wade sat with Ellen and spoke about his family values, and we have Maul to break it all down for you guys.
I didn't hear any of this. I didn't see.
All
this.
right, man. Over the
I
weekend.
didn't.
I
didn't see the clip.
enjoyed the video that Gabrielle Union posted of their child
I didn't see it.
and Dwayne Wade on a
Tell
golf
me
cart
when y'all stole a chick from somebody. God damn it. Let me hear it.
from a direct
From
friend.
a friend? The fuck?
That's what you get. Look at
Fuck
karma.
up, Rory.
Look at karma. Look at karma.
From a friend?
That's because that's Joe's bag. That's your bag. That's why you don't understand how other dudes don't do it because that's normal to you.
Maul, you
But other
can't-
dudes
And
believe
I don't-
like, yo,
I don't
you
use the
fucking
word
fuck
friend
with us.
loosely.
Maul,
Of course.
You are irresponsibly using your platform. That is not normal for me, and it's never happened for me. Now what?
What's never happened to you?
That's never happened what you are
So
saying.
why would you find it weird that Maul and I
bag
wouldn't
all
do
of
that?
my bitches on my own merit, off my own accord, not because I met them through my man who thought they was cute. No, that's never happened for me personally. No.
Yes,
You're
it
wrong.
has.
Ha, ha, ha.
It has. What are you talking
About
about?
to get some spice.
What are you talking about?
Ha, 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 ha.
It has absolutely. What are you talking about?
Look.
I would
You want
like
to
to
spill
hear.
the beans so bad. Look.
Yeah,
I was waiting for both of y'all to snitch on each other because you both
Joe
had
is setting up
stories.
to snitch.
It ain't about snitching, but you can't say that that's not your bag. That is your bag.
That's not my bag.
Oh my god.
Prove it.
What do you mean? How would you like for me to prove that?
However you see fit to prove it.
Dog, you've done that plenty of times.
Dog, I haven't. Dog, I have not.
Wait, so you saying you never fuck? Wait. So you saying you never fuck with a girl? You saying you never
Why we
fuck
can't
with a
talk about Dwayne
I'm asking
Wade?
you a question.
Yo, why we can't
No,
talk
no,
about
no, no,
Dwayne
no.
Wade's family? I don't look now. You want to get a stand up,
Hold on.
tape something.
Because this nigga, he tried to just
this
pay me.
nigga's crazy.
You try to pay me. You don't want to go ISO on the island with me.
Why not?
My bag is way deeper.
Why
I've
not?
been in the gym all
We're
summer.
clearing out.
Maul,
I've been in the gym all summer.
Maul, you can't
my
fuck with
step
me.
back, my
you can't
hezzy,
fuck with me.
My hezzy into the pull up.
I will
How you
kill
want it?
you in around the
How
world,
do you
knock
want it
out
right
whatever
now?
game you want to play.
How do you want it? I got the ball. You got the ball.
You take it.
21.
Okay, so you telling me you've never fucked with a girl that your man was fucking with. 24-second shot clock violation.
You didn't start counting.
Okay.
How is that a 24-second
Okay,
violation if you have not started
Go.
counting? Are you counting?
Yeah. I'm at 20.
So the answer is yes.
Man, that's
clearly.
a quick 4.
You can say yes, Joe. It's a safe space.
One time. One time I did fall victim.
I was so beside myself.
We were in. Listen, see, but that's my issue with Maul and Rory. Joe has zero problem being transparent on this podcast. I thought I've proven that time and time again.
Cut it
Maul,
out, man.
Maul,
man.
on one dark night. Like, the fuck are you talking about? On one dark
done it
night
more than once,
in
bro.
Sumter, South Carolina,
No, you've done it.
Michael Paul bagged the thick Columbia, South Carolina girl, and it was the girl that I would have bagged had I seen her first. But I didn't see her first.
So that's your
Michael Paul bagged.
That's your reason.
So Michael
that's the
Paul.
reason.
Like, she would have fucked me
Yeah,
anyways.
she would have fucked me.
So Michael Paul bagged her. You know what? Am I the only one that's sharing in this moment?
No, you saying that you've never done it before.
I'm asking, am I the only one sharing in this moment? Turn it up, please. Is anybody else going to share, or is it only me? Do you follow me?
If you continue to
I busted
change
my
what we're
lip yelling
talking
at
about.
Rory. All right, Michael Paul don't want to answer. See? Joe is nothing but transparent. Listen.
What are you talking
Listen.
about?
So Michael Paul bagged the girl because I didn't see her. He saw her first. After she had already communicated with him, she let me know that it would still be a go if I wanted.
So, all right. So you answer.
I'm not finished my story.
Okay.
So her and Michael Paul had whatever communications to see if they would meet up. It fell through. It didn't end up.
This is all in the same evening.
Yeah, no, same night. I act fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It fell through for whatever the reason be. I don't know. I didn't ask those things. She then hit me to say, hey, WID. And I WID nothing. I wasn't doing anything. So then I was intimate with her and never told Michael Paul.
Why?
Why was it his business what I was doing?
See?
Why
You know why you didn't tell him? Because you knew what you was doing was foul.
No, that's not true.
Who you talking to me, my
That's
nigga?
not true.
You talking to
But
me?
you're wrong.
Oh, you know who I am?
You're Jamil.
All right, so you know you
But
talking to
you're
me.
wrong in
No,
that,
you
Maul.
know you talking to me.
Maul.
You can't pull this with me.
I just called Michael Paul.
Nah, but you can't.
Yo,
pull
what
this
are you
with me,
talking
though.
about?
Yo, this is
I
years
will
later. Years later,
he
of
knows.
course.
No, he knows.
In the
Don't do
time,
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
See,
Wait,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
can't let you do that.
Listen,
Wait, I
let me
can't
tell
let you
you
do that.
something
He
about
does
Maul.
know.
Let me tell you
He
something about Maul.
knows.
If you want to have these conversations, we gonna be real. Have these conversations.
He knows.
Okay. No, he knows now. He knows now. But in the time being, you didn't tell him because you knew what you was doing was fucked up.
I didn't tell him because it was juicy.
Because it was
Say whatever
juicy.
you want. You didn't tell him in the moment because you knew what you was doing was fucked up. That's all.
Nah, because he might have wanted to join, and I wanted one-on-one action.
Maul's up 3. Maul's up 3.
Yo, who you talking to, fam? You
Yo,
asked
I'm
for this
being
one-on-one.
mad honest
You
with you.
asked for this
and
one-on-one.
somehow it's
Don't
flipped
ask for
on
this
me.
one-on-one if you don't want to play one-on-one.
But I wanted the
I told you
one-on-one,
my
which is
bag
why.
is deep.
No, I wanted the one-on-one, which
You're
is why.
arguing the call.
Which is why I didn't call Michael Paul.
No, what I'm saying is,
I
you
want
didn't tell
to
him-
have
you
sex
didn't tell
alone
him-
with her.
and you
You're-
did.
you're arguing a block versus offensive foul.
You catch her later.
No, you.
If you want to double back down to
That's not-
Columbia,
That's not why you. That's not why.
might
you,
have been Charlemagne's cousin or
No,
something
no,
like that
that's
too. Now
not
that I
why
think
you-
about
that's
it.
not why you tell
Aha,
him.
Charlemagne.
Ew, why'd you
That's
think
not
of
why
that?
you tell him to join.
Cause
She looked like
I
him.
proved my point. Is all I'm
No,
saying.
she was
Maul's up
alright.
3.
She was
Of course,
alright.
I'm up 3. I'm
She
always
was
up
alright.
3. They put me in as soon as I walk in the gym.
He's
they
gonna
put 20 in
always
the
be
book.
up 3 because Joe is honest.
No, you're not. What the? Who are you
Maul.
talking
That's why
to?
he's up 3.
Yeah, you're not honest. You
Who I-
didn't tell him in that moment because you knew that it was fucked up, and you felt like, damn, that's foul.
I was being lusty.
Whatever you was being,
You were desiring.
whatever you was being, you knew that it was like, damn, this is fucked up. Like, keep it real.
But that's not why I didn't tell.
That is why you didn't tell him.
I
bro.
was
Cut
just
it out,
desiring.
Man. Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
So you're not gonna respond?
Don't ask for this one-on-one. Don't ask for this one-on-one.
Why? If you're not gonna share nothing?
What do you mean?
You've told us nothing.
You asked me, have I ever been in that situation? I told you no. I've never been in that.
All right, true media. Don't worry about it. Do y'all believe Maul?
No.
Thank you. That's it. Do you believe Maul?
I have not a single scenario that
I
you
could
painted
call
that has
our
made
friends
sense yet.
to fucking say them all. That's not true.
Can you give me
What
the exact
friends?
scenario? Because I'm still fucking lost because you keep
Smashing
changing
something
it.
you're
I'm
holding
at,
to smash.
I've been trying to talk about Dwayne
Yes, I
Wade's
think-
Said
family.
I've done that.
I think
That
Maul's
wasn't-
better than that, and he said he was in that.
That wasn't the question.
Yeah. Like, y'all keep
you
changing
said
the question.
Why homeboy was fucking her?
No, I've never done that.
That's
Look,
what
Nora,
the original
not why.
question was.
I've never at the same time been fucking a chick that my man's has been fucking.
Oh, y'all are great friends.
Yeah.
It's not
right,
even
my
about being
bad.
great friends. You're just like,
Damn, my bad.
Oh, y'all are honorable.
yeah, that's what you are with your friends.
Shut the
Honorable,
fuck
nigga.
up, man.
Which is why you didn't want to tell
y'all
Michael
have to-
Paul
come on,
because
man.
you knew that
Paul,
wasn't honorable.
Let's move on. Michael Paul won't answer the phone, and you won't be honest. So let's move on.
I won't be honest because I'm not agreeing with you. That means I'm not being honest. Like, I'm being honest. I don't know what else you want me to tell you, bro. While one of my friends was fucking a chick, I've never fucked her.
Have we passed chicks or later fucked chicks that our friends were fucking when they was just casually fucking them and didn't care? Absolutely, without question.
I never denied that.
Tell me
At
one
all.
of the. Tell me
But
one of the
were we
times.
fucking them
tell
at the
me,
same
tell me
time
one of the
casually?
times.
No.
Tell me one of the times that didn't bode over well.
What did?
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes men lie about how they feel about a chick. That's definitely happened,
definitely.
without question.
Are you
So
re-
where have we not been honest?
Are you ready to discuss Dwayne Wade and his son, who is transitioning?
I really, really enjoyed the clip they posted today with his son that is transitioning. Zaya.
Expound.
His son is transitioning, and it's great. And very level-headed kid, very self-aware kid. Sounded like an adult talking. I thought that was pretty cool. I was not that self-aware at that age
How
at
old
all.
is the child?
Young,
Teenager.
12 years old.
You ain't know everything. You was
I'm not
into.
that self-aware at 30. So yeah,
How old is his son?
He said 12.
I mean, yeah. It's tough. I mean, at that age, that's still like a little too young, like for me to understand. But this is introducing something different that I don't think I've ever seen. Like, I don't think we've ever seen an athlete with a child this young going through this. Like, this is something totally, for me, this is totally different.
So y'all have never fucked a girl that your man has fucked after he has fucked.
yes,
Yeah,
I
we
have.
all said that.
Dog, there's not a thing me and Maul have not
okay,
been
no,
honest.
I got that.
Just stop. Just stop.
There's not a thing Maul and I have lied about
And
here.
was it always smooth?
I just said
that always
no,
went well.
Sometimes your man lies and says I didn't care about her. Then you fuck, and he
But
even
I'm
says,
more so
"Yo, go
speak-
fuck." Then you fuck, and he feels away.
I know, but
yes, that happens.
But you're speaking about the relationship between the guy and the girl, and I'm more so asking about the relationship between you and your
no,
man.
that's exact. I'm speaking
That's what you said.
specifically
Yeah.
to our friendship. Forget the girl. My man has said, "Go ahead and beat. It was great. You need that too. All that little young shit that we used to do."
And then when
He
you do it,
he
you
didn't
get
care.
mad.
Then I did it, and he felt away. Yes, that has definitely happened.
How did you deal with that?
Fam, you said you ain't care about her. Clearly you do.
Yeah, at that point, you just got to laugh at your man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, he got teased. Like, he got laughed away.
You said you didn't care.
This was a younger time.
Yo, men are toxic.
No, we're horrible.
So you laughed at your man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
because
I'm
he
not proud of
said
it. I'm
that
not
he
proud of it at
wasn't-
all. But yes, I
Only
laughed at
because
him.
he said he wouldn't be mad.
I laughed at him.
Yeah, only because he said he wouldn't be mad. But having the conversation is where it's like it covers you. Like, you tell him, like, yo, me and Shorty, whatever. And now what he says from there, all right, now you got to stand on that because he could say, nah, chill, don't hit that.
I'm glad.
But it was-
I
it was
stopped
even-
trusting any story with whatever. I'm
And
so glad.
I tell you what made it worse when I went back and said, that shit wasn't all you said it was.
Damn.
So recently, Drake has formed. Drake and the URL have come together with caffeine to
You
do
love
some
caffeine.
shit.
He beat you to the
You
punch,
love
man.
you love battle rap, you love caffeine, and you love Drake. Like, what? This was the Joe Budden plan right here.
I'm not dealing with the fucking battle rappers
Why?
because I'm not.
Well, read this so the people are informed. Because
All
I can't
right,
read.
URL TV Premium app users. I'm sure by now many of you have heard the exciting news about the partnership between Caffeine, Drake, and the URL. This partnership will deliver a heightened viewing as well as an interactive experience for those who tune in. We are taking the same events that we stream on WatchBattleLive.com over to Caffeine, and we intend to keep the same vibe with a heightened viewer experience. Each show will contain 3 to 4 battles for those who tune in to the stream on Caffeine. There will be no VOD, and each URL event will only air once, like a major sporting event. The remaining battles that aren't shown from each event will premiere exclusively on the URL TV app soon after. URL TV Premium app users will be the only viewers with access to these battles. We will continue to keep our app-only events exclusive to app users and have another action-packed 2-day event coming up on March 14th and 15th. Stacked with all of your favorite URL stars. To view Genesis and any other URL events, you can tune in and watch live on the day of the event by following a link. Thank you.
I think it's a great idea. I've been saying this every time we had a battle rapper up here or battle rap conversation. Like being able to watch live easily is great. Because by the time they release that shit on YouTube, it's like 2 months later.
I think this is even better for the younger battlers and the people that are coming up now. Because when you make this type of partnership, you have to deliver with content. And a lot of the major battles we've wanted to see have happened already.
Yeah.
So these younger battlers, this is even better for you. They're going to need to fulfill some content requirements, and they're going to need some up-and-coming battlers.
That's a fact.
How do you know this is better for the young and up-and-coming battlers?
Because I think, for the most part, a lot of, and that's kind of the fortunate and unfortunate thing of paving the way for people. The people behind you are the ones that are going to benefit from the road. So I think now this opens up a whole new lane and a whole new market as far as revenue comes, because they have to fulfill this deal. So all those major battles are eventually going to come from these newer kids, and the more popular they get and the more like, I got to see him against him now because he's coming up, they're going to get the dollars. Like,
well, plus,
the bigger you make your name as a younger battler here, because you haven't battled everyone and we're anticipating seeing you battle everyone, is going to be great. That's all.
Yeah, plus the big battles don't happen that frequently. Like you said, they're going to need to put content up frequently. So
a lot of the higher up OGs, if you will, of battle rap, a good majority of them have battled each other already.
What does any of what y'all are saying have to do with the battlers receiving more fear of a deal in this deal? That's what I'm asking.
Well, I'm not sure the breakdown of what this deal will be.
And that's where I can't comment on it yet. We don't have enough information. I don't know what.
Were they getting a fair deal before?
No,
I was going off what their deals were already, and they weren't great. But I'm speaking to.
They were just getting upfront fees for the most part, right?
Yeah, from my understanding.
They weren't getting a chunk of pay-per-view.
And they rap about it.
For the most part.
And I don't know what they're getting in this scenario. I know that just from a business standpoint, it seems like a great idea for URL, Caffeine,
of course,
and Drake.
And the end user.
I'm certain that the red lines in this deal matched up and made a lot of sense for those three. It's too early for me to know. That goes
without question.
It's too early for me to know how this affects the actual battlers and the people that will be amassing audience on this very new network, which is Caffeine.
I don't disagree at all. And leading with love more on when I first saw this. But you could look at this as Smack being a joint venture with a major label at the end of the day. But I don't know much about it. That's why I spoke rather to.
But not a major label, because Caffeine wouldn't be looked at it like a major label. They're a startup. They recently started a few years ago.
Startups at this point. A startup.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not.
Startups are not the same that they used to be.
It's not the same as them getting a deal with YouTube.
A startup with Drake. I'm just not looking at it as this is a startup and we're all going to come up together. And no, they're not making this move without some back end already afoot.
That's why I think the intricacies need to be spoken about, because for all of Drake's popularity, he's not battling anybody.
Yeah.
So?
Not so. You ran your name out with the press release for this startup company. I'm sure a bunch of people ran over to check what the fuck Caffeine was about when that happened. Now, to maintain viewership, you have to come and talk to the battlers. I don't think that has anything to do with Drake, Smack. I mean, what are the battlers asking for? I don't know. I don't know.
Either way, this is another reason why it's hard to kind of hate on Drake, because you have the biggest artist in the world reaching back and trying to pull this culture.
Yeah.
I love the idea.
Yeah,
I love the idea of this.
That's all I'm speaking to until I can see what this actually means. I
Yeah.
highly doubt. That's again why I was speaking to the doper part, because it continues on battle rap. It's going to make the younger battle rappers more famous and more up to that level, rather than us waiting for a Mook and Lux part 4.
If you incentivize the young and old battlers alike, all of the people that have the ability to amass audience, and if you don't, you're just left with this announcement of
So let me continue.
Drake and URL partner with new startup Caffeine to deliver unreleased content.
Let me continue my point. Back to paving the road, the people behind you benefit more. We've watched Smack and we've heard Mook on stage complain about it. We've heard, why am I blanking on who you battled?
Because you're not part of the culture.
I'm not. That's cool.
Hollow.
Hollow and their problems with this. Yeah, if I'm a younger battler, I'm sure I'm studying all of that, and I'm not doing those deals the same way. I'm not taking $20K for a battle when I see the YouTube views you're getting. I know you have this app now. I see what you're getting on that. Who is Caffeine? Yeah. I think this is great for the younger battlers. You saw what happened with Smack. I'm not downing Smack here, but we were just trying to figure out what we were doing with that at the time. Now it's time to put business together and say, no, I'm not taking your 20 grand. I need a percentage of whatever Caffeine comes from my battle, whatever app comes from my battle, whatever YouTube views come from my battle. So yes, I think this is an amazing thing for the new battlers. If you need us now, we have to fulfill this content. You need us. You can't just do the old shit all the time. You need us. And here is what I'm offering.
I agree.
So I disagree with you disagreeing.
What did I disagree with?
Never mind.
Tell me.
It's fine.
I didn't think I disagreed with anything. I said I don't know enough to say anything because I don't know what the battlers are asking for. I didn't disagree with anything. I like the deal that they have, and I'm waiting to see more.
Okay.
I'm excited to easily access battles in a more conducive place than searching for it on YouTube or waiting on YouTube or finding clips on Twitter or wherever. I'm excited for it.
Did you guys give your breakdown on why Drake was looking over his shoulder in Marcy Projects?
I think it has something to do with the lyrics, but he could have just been looking cool.
Yeah, I want to know what record this is for.
Yeah.
Fam, what do you mean?
What if the song is called "Looking Over Your Shoulder"? Or something in the lyric is he's talking about looking over his shoulder.
What is he shooting a
Didn't
visual
Rory
for?
say that Drake has been in New York all week shooting visuals?
I didn't say
but
that.
what
I
is
said
this
he's
for,
been in New
though?
York all week.
What is this for? Is there a project coming? What is this for?
It's got to be for an album. He's due up for an album. It's got to be for an
that
album.
this is for music that he has coming.
Like a Lucy or a full project?
No.
I think a full project.
Okay.
And this is all a guess because Drake doesn't talk to me about these things.
In the
but
interview, he said he had an album coming out. I think in the B-Dot interview.
Yeah.
If we never heard, if we never heard from Drake, we would assume him to have a project coming in the first or second quarter of 2020.
Yeah.
And
I
I
would
think I
think.
saw a tweet from B-Dot when they were talking about the song that Drake sent to B-Dot and Elliot that he was rapping on. I think B-Dot retweeted this and said this was the song. And I was like, all right, you can hear the muffle.
Yeah, because now when you shoot videos, the video's out in like 4 days.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like before you shoot a video and it don't drop for another 2 months.
This only throws.
And there's no way you're going to think that you're going to rap in front of Marcy as Drake and that clips are not going to come out that moment. Like, you got to be ready to put it out.
Standing around there with a camera, yeah.
This only throws me off because with the two Future leaks, I thought we had enough to assume that the next project we heard would be from Drake and Future in tandem. And seeing this makes me say, okay, maybe not.
Here's where I disagree off that Future and Drake thing. I thought that too when they were doing all the pictures and videos together and all that shit. But when he took Future's verse off and put his longer verse on and put the real one out, I was like, all right, we're gearing up for a Drake album. Because he would have kept Future's verse. Like, it wouldn't have just been a Drake song with a Future hook when it was a Future song with a Drake hook. Like, they completely changed it. I took that as, all right, this got leaked. I need this for my album. Let me make this a Drake song. It went from a Future featuring Drake song to a Drake featuring Future song.
Interesting.
In a matter of a week.
And the other song, Life is Good, was a Future song, correct? That's how it's billed,
Yeah.
I believe. So that would make sense. As to why it's not a Future and Drake project.
Yeah.
Future took that one, and then Drake said, all right, we got this other one. I'm going to make this a me record.
Future do up too.
True.
Future's coming.
You saw him
I
with
mean,
the
they
brew.
would by definition.
Maul said he has some news for us on the Jay Elect album announcement.
Yeah, I'm hearing that it's well, he said featuring Jay, but there's more to that. There's actually they have like a lot of records together on the album, so it's looking like it might be like a not a Watch the Throne type of thing,
I called it.
but kind of sort of on that in that vein.
I will be the first one to come in here and kill Jay Electronica if that happens, by the way.
Why?
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Okay.
I would like to hear a project.
Me too.
More than I would like to hear a Kanye and Jay
I'm
project.
on the-
right
I'm
now.
on the
I'm going to
fence.
purchase that project, and I think it will sound amazing.
Yeah.
And if that happens, I will be the first person to come in here and kill Jay Electronica.
Here's where
Because we never got
here's
an
where I
album
understand
he
Joe.
did a partnership album.
Yeah, that's where I understand Joe. Like
No, I get
we've
it.
been
I
waiting.
get
We've
it.
been
Yeah.
waiting for
That's what I'm
this.
saying. I don't think it's
Don't
the full
piggyback off the
project.
greatest rapper of all time,
Right.
and that's your debut.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Even if
full
it's
project,
amazing,
but-
like
And that's where I'll differentiate from Rory, because I will not make Jay Elect culpable if that happens. I don't know that is not a Rock Nation idea, a Hove idea, because there's bigger business at play. I don't know. But strictly from an artistry standpoint, I am going to kill Jay Electronica if he produces an album with more than 4 Jay-Z features.
Nah. Because he don't want to rap anyway, clearly.
Then go away.
Nah, if you're going to do an album with Hov, I want to listen to it.
I'm
You're retired from rap. If you had the opportunity to do an album with Jay, you would probably
I'm
do
gonna
an
be
album
corny
with Jay.
on the fence here
Well, that's
because
my-
I would love to hear Jay Elect and Hove.
But he's saying because
Well, that is
this
exactly
we
my
haven't
beef.
had we haven't had a Jay
That is my
Elect
beef. The rest of us, and I spoke to this last podcast or whenever that was, so I don't really feel the need to expound, but I'll do it. The rest of us have been left out here to be judged by what we think a body of work sounds like. We're judged by the resources we have in going about completing a body of work.
I feel you.
We're judged by everything. So for Jay Elect to come out and rap one song and be pitted with the elite and then never rap again and then come out with an album 10, 11 years later with Hove? What are you saying to me?
I don't blame him.
What are you asking
I'm saying
me?
I don't blame him.
You're asking me why I feel the way that I feel? Like,
You just said it.
why
You just said
I
it.
would kill that?
You just said it.
No, I get it. I understand. I definitely understand. But if it's only like if it's a
And I told y'all
song,
whenever that was, that Hove really, 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 really loves Jay Elect. This is the only
that's
reason
his,
I have to give this some credence.
That's his. one of
That's his
favorite rappers.
man's. If there was somebody that he were going to do this for, Jay Elect is on that list.
But he even tweeted,
And it just
my debut album featuring Hove, man. This is highway robbery. So
it skews the grading system, which has already been skewed. We've never got a clear version of how to grade anything.
True.
Yeah,
And this would skew that system for somebody who we've been looking to fairly assess for a while. Joe's opinion only.
yeah.
No, I'm just.
And yes, I would purchase it. Yes, I would enjoy it. I would love to hear it. I think them two would cook.
Yeah.
I still would
Yeah.
love to hear Watch the Throne Part 2 with Ye and Hove.
I don't want to hear that.
Even if they decided to carry on that theme with Hove and other people, I just wish it would be announced and not, hey, Jay Elect is coming now. Jay Elect is coming with Hove.
But
But if it's
I would have
18
hated it more if they would have said "Watch the Throne" to with Jay
Oh, yeah,
Elect
no,
instead.
no.
Like I would have hated that more.
But if it's like 18, 19 tracks
Nah,
and
I
it's
mean, that
only
would've
4
been
tracks
beautiful.
together, like that's not bad.
That would have been concise. That would have been so clear. That would have been, yo, we're taking this idea that you already knew and doing it with not Kanye. You already know why that shit exists the way it exists, and we're gonna do it with somebody else.
Now we're immediately putting it in the lineage of Watch the Throne, and I don't want them to make an album that's within that lineage. Like I want it to be its own thing.
Jay Electronica and Jay-Z are incapable of making a song that ain't gonna fall in that Watch the Throne lineage. That's my opinion.
Nah.
What song they about to make that
said
don't fall
when
in
you
that?
have different
That don't
resources
fall in
with
that, yeah.
production,
Kanye don't
and
rap like Jay Elect.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
doesn't.
he's saying. He's saying that whatever they will produce will be of the same caliber of Kanye. And
They ain't
Hov.
about to go make a clubbing album.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I misunderstood. what
They
you
ain't
were
about to
saying.
go fucking delve into some topics that we haven't heard from Ye and Hov, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
Like,
I'm not gonna say that.
That's their bag. That's their bag.
Yeah, but
Both of
Jay-
them.
a lot of
Jay
those
Elect-
records played in the club. But
Yeah, but Jay Elect is a different thinker. Like he's paying attention and inspired by shit that I don't think Kanye is necessarily paying attention to.
I don't know. I don't think it's actually that far
and
off.
Watch the Throne, of course, it had a lot of content. It was lyrically based because it's Kanye and Jay-Z. But a lot of that was production, the way they kept switching. There'd be 6 beats in one fucking song. Like, it was definitely a production album that we focused on the production a lot on that album.
I don't agree, but that's okay.
I mean, the difference is probably
The production was one of the focal points, but that
For
wasn't
sure.
what all I was focused on.
No, I mean, it's Hov and Kanye, but
Yeah,
I think that was a big thing where I think I could even say that would be 1A and 1B. This one is going to be the lyrical content. I think the production is going to be amazing if we're judging by who Jay Elect fucks with and who Hov fucks with. But I don't think it's going to be in the same ilk as Watch the Throne is
Jay Elect
production-wise.
is like one of the
It might
only
be.
rappers that you can name where it's like, if you
It's a different
fail,
feeling.
it doesn't matter.
No, he just
No, he's-
understands that now with everything, everybody putting out so much music, and he just understands I'm not gonna put out anything, and that makes him such a
That's
sought
bullshit.
after artist.
That's bullshit.
It's not though because
Everything
it's
about
like
what you just said
everybody-
is bullshit.
No, it's not because like the artist, like, music is art, right?
Right.
I don't think that Basquiat was just painting just to say that he made something. You had to be inspired or he had to be moved by something.
At
over the
some
moment.
point, if you're an artist, what your understanding of things has to meet with what things are. That's what I'm saying. And what you're saying is, yo, Jay Elect just had this understanding that if you just release,
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Jay
that
Elect has been
he
afforded.
he is sought after because he hasn't put out any music.
No, he's sought after because he has been afforded the luxury to not release music.
I'm okay with that.
So we're
though.
saying the same
yeah,
thing.
that's not a knock against him.
I'm okay with. I knock it. I knock
hell
it
no,
because
you
you're
can't
in
knock
that. You're now in the 1% of the way that artists release music.
Everyone's past different though. As long as the
You
music,
are in the
I agree.
1%. I'm very
that's a
clear
knock
in
on
what
him?
I'm.
That's kind of my point of the Watch the Throne part.
That's my knock when I'm talking about how to fairly assess Jay Elect. You are in the 1% of the ability to release music the way that you release it. You are the only person married to an heiress of a fucking island somewhere, whatever the fuck is going on with him. He has never just had to continuously produce. Maybe when life didn't provide all the fruits for him to produce at the best means. No. And we just have been able to hold him to where we hold him because of Exhibit C. Now, these are not knocks against him, but they're asterisks for me.
Okay.
They are. Because how we view Jay Elect and how we view Lupe ain't the same. Know why? Different battles. They ain't had to fight against the same shit. They ain't had the same luxuries of things.
Somebody had to produce
Both
with
elite
Superstar.
rhymers.
right.
Both could probably cook up something from nothing, but one had to.
I feel you.
And you've had to judge him each step of the way while he attempted to, even with the failures.
And judging
Jay Elect
by-
has not been afforded that.
100 songs rather to 5 or 6.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you there.
Yeah,
Joe.
does have
that's
more than
all I'm
5 or
saying.
6 songs.
That's all I'm saying.
And I'll be quick with this. That was kind of my point with the Watch the Throne thing, because I can't compare these when you're dealing with 2 mega superstars where production has to be a certain way. Of course, it's Hov, but we know Hov is in a place where he just wants to make music he wants to make. So they're not chasing anything here or have to have this standard they have to meet because Jay Elect has that thing there. Like, he's Jay Elect. It's cool now. Hove is Hove. And it's crazy that these are even on the same level. As dope as I think Jay Elect is, I think you skipped a lot of steps that you could do an album with Jay-Z.
No doubt. And I understand why
Like,
you put
I think just
asterisks
because
there.
you did Exhibit C, cool.
I do think that great art comes out of places.
So it's not fair for that to be in a Watch the Throne category.
I do think great art comes out of situations where you're doing it because you're inspired to do it as opposed to doing it because you have to, though. So I agree with your asterisk. As someone who has been broke in the music business for many, many years, I completely understand. However, I do think that sometimes this ends up being great. We'll see.
Yeah, no, that
obviously.
luxury. I wish every artist had that luxury.
Me too.
We all wish that, but they don't, and that's why we afford a lot of credit to artists that are under pressure and deliver and have longevity.
Sure.
That's why like we can't compare rap to sports so much and not talk about the pressure players.
Right.
Like, it's unfair.
Yeah.
You can't do that. These people have delivered year after year after year and have bodies and bodies of work and now get the same respect that Jay Elect gets. So I get Joe's point.
Me too. Me too.
It's not fair, but is Jay Elect a different is he in that alien category that we talk about? Yeah, but I can't put him without a body of work that's his. At least one. I need one.
We'll see.
Well, it's happening. It's coming.
And I do also appreciate artists that can, people that have had a very long career, for example, that still deliver quality content.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that are still active in music because they're bored.
And they shouldn't
And
be.
they put out music that sucks.
I have this debate.
So-
If we go off everyone's first album, you know how many legends we would have in that top 5 category that we would never even put in the top 50?
Yeah.
Like, fam, longevity and pressure is something that I attribute a lot to.
I don't argue that. I don't think we would have that many.
Shit.
I don't think we'd be that different.
We would. We
I
would have a
don't.
lot.
We
would have a lot.
I'm not arguing it here. I'm just saying the people that made great, like the great first albums, where did they go?
But
A lot of them had
but
at
at the
least
same time,
a second or third
a
album
lot
that
of their
was
first
also
albums
great.
Because they
don't
were
get,
so great. But
Yeah.
if we don't even get to the second or third, and we only look at all of the artists who have bodied the first album, I don't think there's like 60% who bodied the first album and then faltered off. I don't believe that.
I think a lot of
if you bodied that first album the way that we talking about, you went on.
Yeah.
I do
agree.
think a lot of first albums aren't viewed the way they were when they first came out because of the second, third, and the trickle off or the jokes or the you had to put yourself out there. We got to know you. Like, I think a lot of first albums are better than we remember they were. And they would have been remembered better had you just disappeared. Like, you were gone. Everyone would be like, fuck, I really like that album. What happened? A lot of those. I just don't think... I think time ruins people's legacy sometimes. And it ruins even their first album and us remembering how important or how we felt when we heard that first album.
I agree with that sentiment, but I can't think of too many examples where someone had a very great classic album and then just nothing but trash afterwards. That's pretty rare.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's rare.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I really loved Criss Cross's first album. That second album was ass. I stand by that.
We can't bring up Criss Cross in this
Well,
conversation.
no,
They had a great first
they had a
album.
great-
They had a great first
We
album.
can't go from Jay Electronica to Criss Cross, man.
Sure.
You're right, because Jay Elect shouldn't be in any Criss Cross conversation.
Well, he doesn't have an album out yet. So I
He
agree.
has not been called upon to deliver in the same facet that Criss Cross has. And that is my entire point with Jay Electronica.
Yeah, but there's people
Criss
that-
Cross came out, stood on their own weird shit, sold whatever they sold, and then were called upon shortly after to deliver something in the same remnants.
Yeah, but
Jay Elect has been afforded a
Yeah, but
decade
Joe,
to
it's-
fucking relax.
But Joe, it's
and
it's-
because
it's-
y'all are
it's
Hove
things-
niggas, y'all are just gonna say,
Nah,
that's normal. It's not
about being-
normal.
It's not about
It's
being
not normal.
Hove
I'm
niggas.
sorry. It's not normal.
That's not
That
about
is
being
not
Hove
normal.
niggas, but I'm just
You
saying
can't name me
everything you said.
another nigga that's afforded that. So when you say we can't talk about Criss Cross and Jay, you're right. We can't. One
When
of
I
them
say- when I say-
delivered.
No. When I say that, it's you, but you being very surface though. Like we don't. Did Criss Cross write their music? Were they rapping at the same caliber? No. Like so, you can't compare it. You can't bring Criss Cross is what I'm saying. You can find another artist, but Criss Cross, I don't think they were
All right,
writing
well, let me,
their
that was just a-
let me think of some more. I mean,
I don't
that's
think
just
they
the
were
first
writing their
person.
own
No.
music.
I'll
That's
even
just the first person that came to mind. Fucking DLC Formula.
I was gonna say, let me put some of our greats.
That
Let me not
album
even say
was
that.
amazing to me, and I at the time was young. I didn't know nothing about what he had going on after that, and I didn't hear nothing else after that to match that for me. But nobody except for the West Coast people is bringing up DLC in the same facet as Jay Electronica. That's kind of that's my point to you. Anybody I think of, there's a bunch of them out there. MC Hammer's first album, not first album, but
Second-
Please Hammer, I
second
heard him.
album, yeah.
Whatever album that was, or to Pray For Me. He had 2 albums, but we don't hold them in that light. Is all I'm saying. We could think of a bunch of them who had great first albums.
So yeah, I'll even say fuck the average rappers.
Who backs
people that,
you,
the
man?
people that have the classics.
Goes
if
to
they
that.
if they was going after their first one and didn't continue to put out 14 albums, they would be looked at as the greatest rapper of all time. I promise you that. I bring up that point all the time, and I would never want this. But if DMX died after those first 2 albums, he would be number 1 on every single person's list.
Yeah,
But he should.
I didn't like the second album as much as the first one. So
But he's not number 1 on everyone's list now because his career continued, and we had to see him continue to produce. So I don't think it's fair when you just put one thing out and you just there.
I think that's a bad example. He continued to produce.
He did. He did. No, I'm talking about that
So it's
number
not
one.
like he
Talking about
had
that number
the
one shit.
fall off after
Talking
the-
about the
after
number
third and
2.
fourth album were better
talking
than the
about
second album.
talking about the number 1 slot. There's a lot. I think there's a lot of artists had they passed away or just disappeared. Not even that. Fuck that. Just stopped. These are my 2 bodies of work. This is my first body of work. Yeah, you in that. And
To
I think-
that, I say like
and
who?
si- if Nas puts
mean-
out Illmatic and it was written and stops making music, he's even
Nori,
higher on
I mean,
the
I'm
list.
saying Nori. Rory, give me somebody outside of the people that we all know have legendary 2 album outputs.
Mike
Like,
Geronimo. Great first album.
Agreed.
Never really put out
Really
much
good first album.
afterward.
Mike Geronimo was also looked at as like Nas.
No doubt.
Well, no, not to
All right.
after
I
a
get
year.
what Joe was saying.
All right.
I understand what Joe was trying to say.
All right, forget it. What else we got? What else is important? That was a nice little nerd breakdown of shit.
It was.
And I mean, Mike Geronimo was looked at as Nas.
No. I'm saying
he was very high on
Queens.
as time passed.
mainstream.
As time
I'm
passed.
using him and his example
And
of someone
Joe,
that put out a great debut album, was revered by people, who like good rapping, there's great beats, all that shit. Never put out much afterwards, and we don't look at him in the way that you're saying that people that put out a great album that disappeared.
My response to that is, I guess when we're having this conversation, I'm speaking about the people who had the talent to deliver an impeccable first album, and then for some reason the talent didn't seem to be able to deliver for the rest of their career. Mike Geronimo had label
that's not what I
issues.
was speaking to.
No doubt.
Mike Geronimo was viewed as this world-class MC from Queens, little known,
And he
but
was.
the niggas up here knew what time it was, and then he had label issues and then just didn't deliver again. We didn't say, oh, he fell off, he can't deliver. Like,
No
no.
doubt.
no.
I was just
I guess
using,
that's what I'm
I was
talking
using him as an example, just because Rory said if all these rappers only put out a debut album, everyone would be revered as the best rapper of all time. And I was using him
And
as an
that's a great
example of
example of
someone.
that. That's a great
Yeah,
example.
I'm not
didn't.
saying everyone.
Smooth the Hustler, another one.
Great
But I
example
Great
think
of
first
that.
album.
Great example of that.
There's-
I think
there's
think
people
Smooth,
that-
I even think Smooth the Hustler, had he just stopped after one, would be revered a lot
He
differently.
kind of did stop ever. He did for a long. There was a huge hiatus before he started.
Talking
putting
about
out
if you
music.
just cut off and I'm done and we're looking at
Shit,
you as
Little
this
C's first
mysterious
album was
artist.
hard.
Little C's album,
Lil C's first album was mad hard.
I agree.
And I don't think we ever looked at him like an elite MC.
no.
He just had a hard first
had-
album.
Yeah.
Just had a
Do
lot
y'all
of great
put
people around him.
She had G-Dep.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yo.
can name a bunch.
G-Dep's first album
do y'all
was
put
crazy.
Lauryn Hill in that?
I don't.
She would be an example of Rory's point.
Yeah. And my point more.
She only had one album.
Yeah. But she also the score was-
Unplugged. I
and
consider an
Unplugged.
album, and I consider the Fugees catalog, specifically the score, a
I went
carry from
back
her.
to that Unplugged album. I don't love it like y'all did.
That's fine.
Like,
I know
it was good.
I know I'm niche in saying that it's the same guitar chord for every song. The lyrical content is really, really good.
Yeah.
Lyrical content is really, really good.
Performance
Her
is really
voice
good.
isn't the greatest, but I'm gonna be that corny person, and seeing Lauren in that space made it doper.
I don't count that because the score is Lauren's album.
Yeah, that's
like that was
she carried it.
coming out party.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I can't. It's not
an
all
asterisk,
hers
though. It's an asterisk there.
It is.
Well, that's why sometimes when you talk about albums, Maul, like I have to get into, all right, but were you there? Did you experience this album? Like when did it come? Because when the score came, like and the score sold what, 10 million or something crazy shit that
20
we don't even know.
Yeah,
But
stupid.
But when it came out, I remember the vibe.
Oh, no,
and
yeah.
the vibe was, all right, what is she doing? She's bugging.
Well, I mean, naturally, you stand next to two guys and have this pretty girl standing there, and she's rhyming like that. Like, she was the standout. But I'm just saying, her official album came after that, and then we didn't get another album after that.
Well, she ain't dying. Tell her go make an album. That might be the greatest example of this Jay Elect shit.
Well, no, that's my point of saying, had they have been this tremendous artist that put out this one classic and then disappeared on some artsy shit, they're revered differently.
They are.
So I'm speaking to the Jay Elect point, to what Maul just said. That's my point that I'm making here. Maybe I'm not articulating it correctly. But yes, if certain artists put out one album or two albums and then left on this artsy shit or passed away, they get this reverence of, nah, they artsy. Y'all just don't understand. They're the greatest. And I don't think it's fair.
No, it's not. It's not fair.
That's new.
No, it ain't.
I'm still rolling with that's new.
What do you mean?
It's with Lauren. That was what, 98?
I don't think that was being said with her back then. I think
Well,
that's
you have
a
to give
new
it. You have
thing.
to give it a few years.
That's all I'm saying. I think that's a new thing
to let people form
say
an
is
opinion.
where you're excusing someone for how artsy they were. We didn't do that with Lauren. We didn't do it with 3K. We didn't do it for the artsiest of people back then until later when that became a thing. Oh, he's artsy enough for us to excuse.
And I don't put
certain shit.
put 3 Stacks in that category because he gave us a strong body of work throughout however many years. Whether he did it with Big Boy or not, that's y'all argument, but I'm not putting him in that, he gave us an album or a couple verses, and I can't put him there. He has a discography that's insane.
Let's stay here on artsy movements, and I'll ask you gentlemen what you feel about Ari Lennox taking her social media hiatus.
I think it's great. I think everyone needs a break. Especially when you think specifically you're talking too much. So yeah, I think it's great.
I respect it. I think a lot of people should try that. Stepping away from social media for a few days.
Yeah.
I think it can only help. I don't see any negative in that.
And I think it when you have that in your hand and so many things happen, so many parts of the day.
I suggested all of this 5 weeks ago and got attacked.
No, that's not why you got attacked. But
that is why I got attacked. Because I said
not
Ari
true.
Lennox should get the fuck off the internet for a while. If things like this affect her, it's not going to bode well for her grand scheme of what she's trying to do. That is exactly what I said. And I got attacked for calling her out.
Joe, I don't think
culture.
anyone would disagree with that point. They were disagreeing to the context in which you were saying she should stop talking on the internet. But that's not, I don't think we should get back into that.
You take you with you everywhere you go.
That's a fact.
If you are having a hard time with internet trolls, my larger point was you're going to have a harder time with something that's of matter of importance to you and your team.
That's a fact. I just don't think.
That is what happened here. She's worth too much money. She stepped a little bit outside of bounds by her team's call. And they said, all right, enough. I mean, the people that don't know how these things work may not know that. They may just see her as, all right, she's taking a break. But we do know somebody tapped her and said, all right, enough now.
Or her as well.
Or her, yes.
Or her as well.
It could have been,
maybe her.
I'm sure
maybe
it was
her.
a group decision.
But
Maybe
no, Joe, and we'll end that point. And you can't really be responsible for how people interpret what you say. So no,
and me getting credit here matters none. But I mean, the larger point.
I know you're not.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that.
I know that's what you meant from that, but that's not how it was interpreted to the world, which is fine. You're not responsible for that.
I think this was a wise decision made.
I do too, especially when you're looking at your phone and so much things happen during the day that you can make an opinion on that you probably don't even particularly care about, and then you make an opinion without thinking through because you don't really care, and you're this big. You're fucked. Just put the phone down.
I think most artists can leave Twitter and
social media has had us commenting on so many things that we don't care about, that we don't put any thought into what we're commenting on because we don't care.
bars.
And we're fucked afterwards. Like, it's in my hand. I have to comment on this. Would I comment on this? Do I give a fuck about this?
No.
Do I have a real intelligent thought?
No.
That's going to come out of my brain for something I don't care about?
10 minutes after my rant, I found a way calmer way to say whatever it is that I was trying to express without offending a soul.
That's how
That's how moods work.
Yeah.
That's how.
That's how rants work. Like, it's okay. It's cool.
And even if you use the
You don't have to rush to get it out there. And I'm not condemning Ari for this.
No, I'm talking about social
She's
media in
passionate.
Yeah.
She's artsy.
Well, that was my.
She's gonna feel a way about shit she sees, but it's a practice to not convey it all.
That was my whole point about the Snoop thing. I wasn't mad at him being upset about Gayle King asking that question. I was bothered by that. My thing was sometimes when we have these phones in our hands and we react so quickly, we go about it the wrong way. And that was my own thing. Like, of course, I understand you being upset, but I think if you would have just not had that phone in your hand and just gave yourself some time to just think, it could have been articulated differently.
Maul, I'll speak for me, not anyone else.
Speak for you, Rory.
The first thought that comes in my head is usually the wrong one.
All the time?
Articulated, especially if I'm passionate about it. Yeah, it may come out of emotion and not intellect. And
Yeah, it might just come out wrong.
those two things can mesh together, but they need a moment.
Yeah.
Because emotion is gonna blurt out whatever's at the top of your head.
It overshadows the point.
Not only that, but the
Yeah.
race to say something we've talked about on this podcast many times. Like, sometimes all the information isn't there yet for you to go
For you to
crazy
conclude
about.
anything.
Yeah,
The race to react.
yeah.
And I still live by that 24-hour, 48-hour rule of, will it matter in 24 hours? Will it matter in 48 hours? But we live in a time where the next topic happens in 6 hours. So everyone is so quick to, all right, well, let me get it in now while people are talking about this. And it's not going to be the most thought out thing in your brain at all, especially if you're upset about it.
It's almost like when you was in school and you raised your hand before your homeboy, but the teacher asked him to
Went to
answer.
fuck the girl that you guys both liked?
No.
No, Maul never did that.
No.
No, Maul's never done that before.
No.
He's never been thrust into that position.
Thrusted.
It's kind of like
Fuck
that,
outta
though.
here.
Like, you raise your hand first, but then the person that didn't raise their hand is like, damn, now you mad because you raised your hand first. It's not that serious. Like, we understand you might have had an answer too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Maul, do you have any thoughts on Summer Walker saying that she's not releasing any music after 2020?
No, he's
know.
not recording anything after 2020. That doesn't mean she can't release music that she
I
recorded
know
in
you were
2020.
saddened by this. Do you react to it?
I wasn't sad about it. I think someone's been hinting at not wanting to do anything music or entertainment related.
Yeah, but that means no more secret summer Instagrams for you at nighttime.
Or she
not a secret
has
if it's on
way
Instagram.
more time to do those instead of making music.
Good point, Rory.
True.
Oh yeah, the Galactahor page about to blow up. Now.
Yeah, well, you don't have to record?
Yeah.
Screen Man, can you get the screen off of the Shave Room Teens page?
That's sick
Fuck
that
type
exists.
of creepy shit are you into,
I didn't even know that existed.
weirdo?
But I ask you guys this again because we've seen SZA say, I'm not making music no more. We've seen Ari say it. I continue to say I do not believe them. They're going to continue to make music. So I'm still standing that Summer will make music after 2020.
Probably so.
Everybody.
Wait, who? Ari said this?
No,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, no, SZA definitely said it because we argued about it on the pod.
Yeah, but SZA didn't want to release her debut album. So, I mean, that's consistent with SZA.
Oh, no, for sure.
SZA
I still think she's
said,
going to do
hey,
it.
fuck y'all. I quit this shit. I hate it.
As any artist, will she
And
be
then released,
insecure
like,
in her process? For
One of
sure.
the best albums of the decade.
I had
Ari,
it at
on
number
the other
3.
hand, nah, I don't believe it. If you tell me that, I don't believe that you get to participate in that decision. I don't think that was Summer either. I do not think that Summer gets to participate in that decision. Sorry.
About her not making music?
Yep.
Well, why not? Why you don't think she gets to participate in her deciding whether she wants to make? She's always said like shit like this. This is
contracts, honoring contracts, and people forcing you. Some artists will have a contract that you owe us this amount of music at this amount of time, and the label will be like, "Well, I don't really care. We're trying to drop you because you're costing us money." more than you're making it.
Let me-
But artists like this, yeah, you're honoring that contract.
Let me clear
or
up.
we're gonna run you dry. You have no money.
Yeah, let me clear up what I'm saying to you, Maul. If Summer Walker really didn't want to make music anymore, I do believe that she could make that decision herself and not have to speak to anybody else about it. I'm saying that I don't believe it from Summer Walker because she's worth entirely too much money and she values the opinions of the people that are going to come talk to her and say, fam, nah. So I do not
Yeah, but the
believe,
people that-
I don't think that will be eventually become a reality for Summer Walker. I think that is just emotional venting at the time.
Some of it is, but I mean, Justice sat here and told us like she doesn't really care.
I
like,
did not believe one word that Justice sat here and said about
Why?
anything.
Why not?
What do you guys think about Kanye?
Why you don't believe what he said about her?
Because he's financially invested, and I think his
That doesn't
business-
mean you're lying.
I think his business acumen is great. That's why. And I think if it's as great as I think it is, he should have came on here and lied about a bunch of shit as it pertains to Summer Walker. That's my opinion.
He should have came on here and lied.
1,000%. He should have came on here and fucking put his cape on
Oh, my God.
and just lied about a bunch of shit.
No, then he would.
Everything that Justice said on here to me sounded like, listen, man, Summer sells out a lot of shit, and we're gonna do what we have to do to make sure she continues to sell out a lot of shit. And in spite of what you and the fans say, that's every single thing he said in his podcast is how I heard him.
Yeah, no, I think that it's real. I don't think that it really.
You
know,
think she's not putting any more
music
music out
business,
after 2020?
I mean, unless she records 4 albums in
Are y'all
2020.
nuts?
I don't know what her workload
Fam,
is.
No. I
y'all
think she's putting
fucking-
out-
y'all got London fucked up if y'all think that.
Why? London was.
Man, London is ecstatic. London is not letting Summer Walker just talk to him
I'm on the
in
side
private.
of her putting out and recording music after 2020.
She's gonna do both, record and put out
Yes.
music after 2020. She just be feeling away on the internet.
She's an artist.
Yeah.
Artists feel away and say things they don't mean all the time.
Listen, I'm ready for fucking Summer Mobile.
Every album is not going to be mobile. I just want to let you know that.
Summer Mobile.
Yeah. Y'all be trying to not laugh at some funny shit. Y'all are so pussy. Party's not inviting you to his house, man. Laugh.
I don't know Party.
Laugh a
I've
little
never
bit
met
at
Party.
Summer Mobile.
I don't particularly care.
All right, forget it, man.
Party's
Don't worry.
not inviting you to his
No,
house.
Yeah, y'all are great,
The
man.
fact that you think that's like a nigga like, what?
Yeah, come on, give
Like
me
a
your
man's not
shit.
inviting
Yo,
me to his house.
you're the only artist house I've ever been to. I don't particularly care.
All right, what else is happening that's important? Where's my phone? I lost it. I lost my phone over the weekend too. That was scary. Uber's fixed their practices and
Oh, they brought
giving
it
their
back?
shit back to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they did. Who goes there?
The person that lives here.
Let's see here.
Oh, Jussie Smollett indicted.
I never want to hear anything else about Jussie Smollett. And yes, I'm aware that he was indicted by the special prosecutor of Chicago.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Gotta inform the people,
not,
man.
He will not get an ounce of my 2020. Nope.
No, all right.
Sorry. Sirius XM invests $75 million in SoundCloud.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Who invested 75
Sirius XM. $75 million in SoundCloud.
Okay.
Pretty
Things are happening.
pretty substantial investment,
A
huh?
little change they had on the side.
How do we feel about that? Pretty cool.
I like it.
I'll steal your URL answer. I'd like to see the deal. Not gonna jump for joy yet.
Okay.
I know SoundCloud has been through some turmoil, and I've seen this report with SoundCloud at least 3 times with other people besides SiriusXM. So we shall see. I do love that SoundCloud is still kicking, though. I really like it.
I like SoundCloud.
Love SoundCloud.
Do you guys care
Thanks
about
to SoundCloud is owed a lot of money from a lot of streaming services.
I agree.
Rory, you want to tell us about Janet Jackson going on tour, her new album or whatever she's promoting out there now?
I mean, it's not much from what you just said, but yeah, she's back out. An album is in the works. I don't know if this means her and JD are getting back together, but
Oh, wait a minute, man.
I would hope so.
My bad, Rory. My bad, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna step on your roots picnic announcement with this Janet shit. Wait, hold up, man.
My roots picnic.
Hold
and
up,
that's-
man.
What's more important?
Step on your roots picnic announcement.
What's more important? A Janet Jackson tour album or Duce Palooza at Roots Picnic?
Say Palooza.
At Roots Picnic.
Y'all been holding down the culture.
Rory and Ma.
Janet disappeared.
Rory, go ahead and give him a little taste
Listen,
of what you
man.
got coming
A
up.
little back-to-back action.
Have you ever missed a Roots picnic?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Give him a little taste.
Listen to Parks' question though. Have you ever missed a Roots picnic?
Rory's never missed a picnic. A picnic, a brunch, anything with is like a sandwich.
Guys, I feel him. I like food when
This
the sun's
guy
out.
is awesome, man.
I fuck with that.
I'm in bed by 9. It's great.
All right, what you dropping on him up there in Philly?
I don't know how important we are, but this lineup is amazing.
It does look really nice, actually.
Tell us more.
Meek Mill, Summer Walker, The Baby, Snow Allegra.
Wait, slow down, Rory. Come on, man.
All right, Meek Mill, gunshot. Summer Walker, gunshot. Baby, gunshot. Snow Allegra,
Rory, would you
gunshot.
say this stuff cool?
Burna Boy, Thundercat, The Roots with special guest Music Soul Child, SWV, Brandy, Crown with Elliott Wilson. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Black Thought live mixtape where he raps
That
on
shit's
everyone
fire.
else's shit, which is a brand new mixtape. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't deserve that noise.
Nah, more gunshots for that one. Because it's with
yeah.
Rain, Ghost, and Griselda.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gunshots.
Sir, Baby Rose, Buddy, Duce Palooza, Questlove Supreme Podcast, Phony People. Joe, maybe you want to announce this one.
Michelle and Degio Cello.
No, but keep going.
Reimagines Prince in this thing. So I'm guessing
I was going to let Joe get that one off, but
she's gonna have a whole Prince set, is what I'm guessing.
yeah, that's what it appears to be. Hard Work Movement,
that's me.
Quill, Dwayne, DJ
I work
Diamond
hard
Cuts,
for the movement. Oh,
Bren Joy, Around the Way Curls, Pound Side Pop, Saturday,
that,
May
Yanni?
30th.
who's around the way, girls?
Don't look at me. And don't look at me and don't touch me. That's all I want.
You're a
you to
dick.
do. Just don't look at me and don't touch me.
That's Bridget and them.
Just don't touch me. That was a piece of
So get your tickets.
Okay, now I'm in trouble alone.
Get your tickets.
Now I'm in trouble by myself.
Man, at
I said don't touch
Fairmont
me.
Park.
That's Passport Cuddy, you know.
Oh my god, man! What is wrong with you, man? You just throwing out names.
That ain't
man.
nobody but Mandy and them.
You don't know who that is.
Around the way curls. Who that? Oh man, y'all could get me in trouble
They
with
probably
them
got
now.
some fire.
Word.
I'm sure they have some fire. We'll be at the Curl Fest next year too, by the way. All right. Let's see what else is going on this report. Why am I playing Parks? I
don't know.
Let's see here.
Well, it's a
Jussie
picnic, it's at a park.
indicted.
True.
It's on
It's at a
brand.
park.
Janet going on tour. Why'd she tell you she's going to Chicago?
I'm sorry. We did not do
Savon, don't
We'll get
interrupt
there.
us. Don't do
I like-
that
let's-
again. We doing our shit. What you need to know, you keep that over there. All right?
I like where you was at there.
What?
Her excuses to go to Chicago.
Because why did she tell you she had to go to Chicago? Come on.
Like LA for
'Cause
Grammys.
it's not just me.
She gave you some network. Like, yo, it's LA. Everything's out there. I got to take some meetings. Like, who taking a meeting in Chicago?
See, this is where
Chicago's a lovely
This
city.
is where
I love Chicago.
This
it's
is
not
where-
a meeting
Very
city.
cold in February.
This
not
is
a
where
meeting
very
city.
cold.
This is where Maul and I are supposed to take this pod to the next level.
That's true.
Because it's only him and I that would have to deal with why she's going to Chicago. Like, y'all are chilling.
Yeah.
Of course.
Somebody hit Maul like, yo, this weekend they doing the MJ Memorial at the front of the statue. We gonna run up the steps.
Yeah.
Gotta be there for that. We gotta be there for that. We gotta be there for that.
Did my
100.
Ancestry.com, I'm related to Jordan, so I gotta be there.
He's born in Brooklyn.
Yo,
Yeah, my
twin-
aunt gonna be there.
My twin sister, they called up there. I gotta
Yeah.
go to. Yeah, I want to hear all that. Why the hell are you in Chicago?
See the bean.
Or did she check with y'all ahead
Oh
of
shit,
time to see
Parks.
if y'all were gonna be there?
Sidebar, man. This don't have nothing to do with none. I'll try to tell this to you anonymously. Duke, homeboy,
Yeah.
hit homegirl too. Same way homegirl had got hit.
Wow.
What a nasty fucking caricature of himself.
Look at friends fucking each other.
No.
Yo, if there's a rapper going around targeting all of our girls.
I mean,
Sam did she speak to you?
wait, what?
Did they speak to you?
No, what happened?
See?
Is a rapper going around trying to catch bodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sending the eye emojis to anyone
so
related to the podcast.
Oh, I gotta check the requests.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also wondering why you ain't hear about it already,
Word.
King.
Wait, is this the
Whoa.
same from
Is everything
from
all right?
Rapper?
Yeah, it happened today
Oh.
with the God. I'm the God.
Yo, don't ever look at me.
Because you was looking confused.
No, but don't ever look at me.
Because you was
and
looking
tell
like,
me-
damn, who it happened
Nah,
to?
but
It's
don't
me,
ever look at me
nigga.
and tell me who the
Me.
dog. Don't ever do that.
It happened to
nigga.
me.
Nah.
Why is
Word?
it? That's nasty.
So what,
man.
homie?
I wish you would
He's a
tell.
loser.
I wish.
A fucking loser.
As much as I want to say it, I want to agree with Parks, but that's like such a common thing for these niggas is losers. I hate them.
Yeah.
No, but what's the end goal? Though?
So
Like,
you could hold it over the pond's head.
Yeah.
no, that can't.
I mean,
No, man.
so
come on,
so he could name the pod in a verse
Right.
just to
this shit is
make it
crazy.
easy.
What is happening in 2020, man? What is going on?
so he could name it.
Hey,
the
let me tell
Jetsons
you-
were wrong.
Let
man.
me tell you something.
The Jetsons are way off.
They were wrong.
Yes. The Jetsons, the Flintstones.
They were wrong,
This
man.
shit is all fucked up out here, goddammit.
wrong.
Oh wait,
And
alright,
you're
so-
a loser.
Yeah, on top of all of that. On top of the Jetsons being wrong.
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking loser.
You put me in an awkward spot. She sent it to me. Now I don't know what to say. I'm like, oh, all right.
Fucked your whole phone.
Yeah, it's like, all right. I see what he doing. What the fuck?
trying to
Anyway.
tell you.
That'd be the funny ones too, though. Like when your girl send you some shit and you don't even be mad. You be laughing at how he giving it up. Like this
Yeah.
was your strategy.
Yeah.
That's how you thought it was gonna work.
No, that's important now because I know in old rapper days we was like, nah, if he beat, he beat. No, I'm never subscribing to that no more. How you beat? How you
Important.
did
No,
it?
it's important.
No, don't drag me all in the mix. And I was at the sandwich spot not thinking nothing about nothing. That's nasty. You nasty and you get different points. It's a fucking flagrant foul, man. Anyways,
Yeah, it's important how they beat.
I just wanted to share that with my
Wow.
brother, man.
Good
So
news.
Fucking, I couldn't believe it.
Good news.
I'm glad I'm not the only one with
what
experience.
the hell?
I tried telling you, and you're like, you know, it is what it is. Nah,
But
that's
just,
loser
that's
shit.
Weird. Yeah, that's just weird.
No, it is.
It's cool though.
It is. It's fine.
The game is the game.
Let's see what else is happening. Can't tell you because my phone's freezing.
There's a Nipsey doc in the works. That's
for real?
important.
Who's behind it? You know.
Well, here's where I was didn't really understand when they said they're in talks with Netflix now, but they picked a director and they picked production. But it looks like it's going to land at Netflix from the last thing that they put out.
They're in negotiations with Netflix. This is Ava DuVernay, executive producing the Nipsey doc, and all that's been reported is that they are negotiating with Netflix, but they have been negotiating with Netflix. We reported that months ago when we reported this story. I am still really excited about the doc. It seems like they're gaining some headway, and I can't wait to see it. I love everything that Ava produces or is a part of, and I'm anxious.
Me too.
Hopefully Netflix. Well, not hopefully. I'm sure Netflix will pay what they're supposed to pay. And
Well,
we'll see it.
I think that was a move when they put that out.
What you
And
mean?
I don't know if it was illegal
What you mean?
to say we're in negotiations with Netflix to put this out.
Oh, to put some
Now
pressure on.
you're putting Netflix in a position. If I'm Netflix, yeah, I guess I got to take this now.
Yeah.
Just please don't. Whoever, just please don't fuck this up.
I don't think they'll fuck it up. I think they have too many people too close to Nipsey to fuck it up. I just hope they're properly paid in the release and the family's properly paid. I saw that his kids are executive producers. I think that's amazing. So as long as the family's properly paid, I have a lot of confidence that they'll make this a really good documentary.
Yeah,
Are you
me
guys? Just to keep it on TV? Are you guys caught up on The Outsider?
too. Absolutely. We'll watch that episode again tonight.
The last
I
one.
gotta catch
That
up
shit
on
was crazy.
it. I started it, but I gotta catch up on it.
Somebody mentioned to me.
And
Sierra, actually, a woman named Sierra mentioned to me that she wouldn't be surprised if The Outsider was a one season only type of thing.
I think it is.
Oh my God!
I think it's a miniseries. I'm not
it's
positive
based
about
off
that.
a Stephen King
Yeah, it's off
novel.
a novel.
No?
Yeah. Not to say that they haven't
They
stretched
could.
out.
Oh yeah, they've done that a million times. But
Nah, I'll be mad.
HBO has fire miniseries though.
I will be.
they do.
Yeah, well,
and I'd be tight
continue
even when
with
it's a
that.
miniseries. Like the night of, I was like, damn, you could just do another case.
I'm not mad at
The
it.
night
because
of, you
it's
really couldn't do anything more with.
do another
I will
case.
be really angry if they do that with this outsider shit. We at episode 5 or 6, and I don't want to give it away, but
that shit's fine.
Nah, they a little slow to figuring out that it's ghosts around, goddamn. Like, what the fuck are y'all? Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll be disappointed if they don't come back with a second season.
All I know is Stephen King is sick, and I mean that in a good way. Like, if you look at the amount of Stephen King novels or Stephen King inspired series in the past however many years, like
All of them.
he's put out more records than Pac and Wayne combined.
Yeah.
How did you put out this much shit
Word.
at this type of brain capacity, at this level, and at this volume?
Well, not that I think it's. No, I'm not gonna do that.
He's sick.
Yeah. No, the output is undeniable.
Have you guys watched the McBillions doc?
I haven't watched that yet.
No.
Is it officially out?
Is
Yeah,
that
it's out.
is that what you
No,
was
it's out.
calling asking about with the McDonald's thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's called McBillions. This is from HBO as well, and they're covering the McDonald's game, Monopoly game scandal.
I'm not that invested in them. Is it good though?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Well, Maul, you can speak to this scam.
Yeah.
You participated to some degree.
Yeah, Maul was a winner, right?
No, my homeboy in elementary school, we took a road trip down to Baltimore, I think, and
Somehow the pot was the winning piece for you, huh?
for whatever reason, he had that fucking the Monopoly board, the little paper to fold up. He had it in his book bag, and we stopped at a McDonald's, and he got the 4th Railroad.
Oh shit. You talked to him since?
Nah, this was years ago.
Legend has it the block is still flooded to this day from that down payment.
Legend has it.
Legend doesn't have any.
That's where the Jesus piece came from. Was
Legend won't
McDonald's?
have it. You don't even got a Rockefeller chain. I think Legend gonna have it.
No, Legend doesn't have it.
All right. What else is happening? Let's see.
Did you guys watch The Power? Not really a finale because there's 5 more Powerses coming.
I've seen that like 3 months ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the
You
episodes.
want it?
I didn't
leaked.
watch the
The
bootleg.
episodes leaked. I watched it on my Plex app.
Shit was terrible.
It was pretty bad.
That shit was terrible.
I enjoyed it.
The finale? Yeah,
Didn't we
I didn't
cover
hate it,
this
man.
thing? Didn't we
No.
cover the
The
finale?
No, we
we
didn't cover the finale.
We're better people than that.
No, we're not.
That's true.
We're not, but we didn't. We
I
did
really
not.
busted my lip trying to yell at Rory. It was some bullshit.
That's what karma does.
No, you're right. And Carmex.
Good job.
I do want to know how Ghost fell so easily off that railing that
Heartbreak.
wasn't broken. Like, did his body go through that little side rail? How did he cleanly fall?
He did a backflip and didn't flip.
It goes better than me. I'd have told Tommy, kill that nigga.
He did it.
No, Tommy, go ahead.
Hey, get rid of him. Hey, so the internet is running around with this whole... so nobody wants to say it, but 2-Bit is the realest guy on Power.
He might be, man.
That's
Look
how
at
it's
Rory.
looking.
Look at Rory.
He held it
That's how
down.
it's looking.
If y'all don't knock
He
it
ain't
off,
snitch. You know what I'm saying? He killed the nigga in the jail.
he's broke in jail.
I mean, shit. Sometimes that's better than being rich and being a rat.
Are you going to watch the new Power book?
I'm not watching none of them shits.
Me neither.
Not
Sorry,
a single fucking
I thought
one
you were
of
going to speak to the other theory. I
Sorry
saw.
Mary.
Once
them. I'm not watching.
Once Kanan came back and stopped the text message, I was done. I was like, all right.
Fam,
I've seen it.
that shit was...
You say nothing like I told you, little nigga.
I wasn't sure if that was 50's arrogance, like I have to be in the
Bro,
finale.
Let me tell you how I was just waiting for that to really be like it wasn't a dream. Like I was waiting for it to be like, yeah, that wasn't me that got killed by the cops. You know what I'm saying? That was my. That at that point, I was like, anything is liable to happen now. That shit was so corny, man. I don't know.
I'm not
You guys
watching.
didn't subscribe to the other timeline theory that Tasha is actually Ghost?
No, Rory.
I can't believe they're trying to make
I didn't
5
hit
new.
subscribe on that.
Are these
theory.
just like one seasons, or are they making 5 new series off this?
I can't answer you because
I'm
I'm
not sure.
not watching
I'm not
that
watching
shit.
none of them shits.
But I do want to watch 50s for Life show on ABC.
Yeah, me too.
That looks good. That premiered last night.
Oh, for real?
I haven't seen it because I'm
I
talking
saw,
to y'all, but I do want to see it.
I saw the commercials for it during the Oscars.
So you have nothing to provide.
I like the trailer.
It's not even out yet as we record.
Niggas
Don't fall into Joe's
give
traps.
some shit, but don't give Nah, I want to check that out. All right, so you ain't got nothing for us.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else.
We're definitely at that check this out part of the pod.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that part.
the check this out part of the
yeah, like,
pod.
yo, y'all should check that out.
Let's see the stripper that fell and her GoFundMe. Do you guys care about that? Of course you don't.
No, I care.
I was more curious of your hypocrisy in this. You're gonna give her $2,500 on the pole. You're not gonna give her $2,500 in the bed. Like, she needs help now.
I'm confused at where Rory took this thing.
Dog, she fell really hard.
She did.
And she kept it moving, so I was like, oh, she's a trooper, but she...
No, she's a trooper. We ain't
So,
gonna
so,
check
so
her.
she apparently has a GoFundMe. She apparently has raised over 20 grand on this GoFundMe, and because she has a broken jaw, she had broken ribs.
And she was twerking through all of that?
That's crazy.
That is a pretty high.
That's a
jump.
really high jump.
Yeah, no,
That's
that was a
fall.
good 15 feet.
It is.
Damn.
That looked like a lot higher than 15 feet.
don't
But
do that
even
at
if it
Starbucks.
was.
Starlet's ceiling,
ceiling
is
is only
about
6.
6 feet.
But you know what, man? I saw this, and I know there was a lot of internet jokes on the young lady, but I couldn't stop thinking about all weekend about how these clubs just don't provide anything for the workers.
Insurance.
There's no liability at all on them, and that's disturbing when you see something like this.
Yo, she did a headstand.
And I couldn't leave that. I was unable to leave that.
Broke ribs and a broke jaw.
Yeah, that's insane.
Pussy fire.
No, that shit definitely fire.
Couldn't be the Hovengers without bigging up Hove getting NFL to commit $100 million to criminal justice reform.
Yeah.
You
Big
guys
move.
got any hot takes on that?
I'm disappointed with Colin Kaepernick being rumored to have been asking for an exorbitant amount of money from the XFL.
Why?
Do you want to play football or nah?
Yeah, but again, do you know how much money Kaepernick would generate to the XFL if he was to sign with a team?
That's kind of my point.
The jersey is
Do
selling
you
out
want to
immediately.
play
Every game is selling out.
Or nah?
No, it's bigger than that, Joe. For him right now,
it's not.
Should he
In this
get,
particular
should he get his
instance-
worth
No,
for
it's
what
not.
he's
What
going to
did they
bring to the
offer him?
XFL?
What did they offer him?
No, it's not.
Exactly. What if they offered him $1 million? He's supposed to take that? Hell no.
All they said was that Colin Kaepernick asked for an exorbitant amount of money
Yeah,
to
but
play
what
in
is
the
an
league.
exorbitant amount
Not
to
a
them?
million.
To them.
It's not $1 million.
Probably be. I don't know what the XFL salaries look like.
It's not $1 million. It's not $2 million. It's
But
not
he would be
$3
the biggest star
million.
at the XFL.
Exorbitant means
So-
they were talking as if he would have sunk the entire league's plans of payment.
I mean, but he would be the biggest star in the league, so he would deserve a big contract. He would be instant.
Everything that y'all are saying is correct. All I'm saying is, do you want to play football or not?
Yeah, but I
Because
also
now we're
wanna-
not dealing with the NFL. We're not dealing with the NFL's practices. We're not dealing with the NFL's prearranged deals with other vendors and licensors
But that's why-
that your movement could be against. We have a whole clean slate of nothing over here but niggas that just want to play football.
Yeah, but that's why also
And
too.
if
Joe,
you want to do that, we are prepared to make you the highest paid person in that. If you are
Yeah.
asking for NFL prices from the XFL, I'm looking at you with that. That don't mean you don't deserve it somewhere from somebody.
but Joe,
the
if you
person
get-
the person that you want it from, they're not offering. And if this is about football, like you have said for however long you've said it, then at some point I would assume you want to at least be seen playing football. That's an assumption.
okay,
But yeah,
but you
I would
also have
assume
to
that.
you also have
consider
to
them
think
a
from
startup?
the side of
Consider them a startup.
What, the XFL? Yeah.
they've been around for years though.
No, they
it's a
left. They
clean
got
slate,
bankrupt.
clean slate.
New business, new owners. Now they're back.
Listen, if you
New
Colin
funding.
Kaepernick and you had a $100 million contract in the NFL, the XFL can only expect that you're going to ask for.
That's not
a
true at
large
all.
amount of money.
That is so not true.
If I'm coming from
I
the
have
NFL
always
making
disagreed
$100
with
million,
that. Hey, if you just came from a job where you made $50 million and now you're unemployed, I'm judging you for going to your new employer telling him about what you used to make.
no,
you make zero.
No, don't do that, Joe.
That's not. Well, no, because
'Cause
you can
You make
know your-
$0.
You can judge your worth off what you was getting at
Yeah,
one point.
don't
If
do
you
that.
were providing a good service
cannot-
at that job.
you
Your
definitely-
job got rid of you for a reason
that's
that
how-
had
that-
nothing to do with your ability.
That is subjective
that's
to
not
how
true.
each person chooses to go about their business. Some people have the luxury of leveraging their last offer or their last salary, which is, I'm coming from this, so I'm not taking anything that's far from this ballpark. Other people, when you unemployed, you make $0.
Yeah, but that's
zero.
What does that mean, though, Joe? That means that you can't say
Nothing
that, yo,
to some
listen, my
people.
last deal was $100 million.
It means that you.
That's where your number is at now.
No, it's not. Your number's at 0.
No, if you're coming off a $100 million
I
contract,
disagree with you, Joe, but
you have to.
I understand, but
you
I
have to
said that's
disagree with
subjective to how everybody does business.
Smart business is done that way. If I just got $100 million
I disagree
contract,
with that.
if I
Then
just got
where's-
$100
then
million
where's his
contract,
next $100 million contract? Only going by what you're saying.
if you want me to come out here and play in this league,
Nobody wants you to play in this league
Oh,
for the money you're asking.
the XFL wants him to play in that league.
No, I said no one wants you to play for the money you're asking.
Oh well, then
Nobody.
Then I won't play.
Not an NFL team, not an XFL team,
Then I won't play.
not G League.
No,
nobody's offering you that.
I think those are two separate points.
Not in my story though. In my story, whatever you just finished making,
The XFL is
you can't get it from nowhere.
The XFL, to some degree, when it comes to a quarterback that got $100 million at one point, they're a startup and don't have that. So yeah, I can't go in there thinking they're going to have that $100 million. If I ask for $100 million, then I'm stupid. But I know I'm worth $100 million at the top level. So let me gauge what I'm worth in this.
And
And it ain't zero.
And I refute that with, you are not worth $100 million if you can't get $100 million from anywhere.
Well, we know that that's not
the
specifically
same-
the case
hey,
with his ability.
We going in this.
We know.
We
We
about to
talked
go
about
into
this
a
1,000 times.
renegotiation with Spotify. I could think this podcast is worth $100 million. I could have another suitor somewhere willing to pay 20, 30.
Okay.
If I can't get the 100, there's no point in me bringing up the 100. It don't matter that I got that however
but that's
many years ago.
different. That's
Today,
different,
I'm at 0.
No, but
and if niggas out there is only giving me
That's
15 for it, then what the fuck am I talking about
That's
the 100
different.
about?
We're saying-
no. You're
we're
talking
saying
about.
different
You
things.
said what you think the podcast is worth. If we're coming off $100 million,
All right, if I'm just
deal,
if we just coming
that's
off $100
you
million
operating.
deal.
You're operating.
If
like
we are just coming off
Yes.
$100 million
Right.
deal, so my same premise.
Right.
If we're coming off the $100 million deal, and now that deal is ending, our suitors won't give it to us again. Their competitors won't give it to us again. That 100 only exists in our past deal. My question is, if that's the case, why do you reference it moving forward?
Because but in that case it would be okay. Then I'm not signing for what I don't think I'm worth. which
Can
is
I
what
ask
he
you
did.
something?
Then you won't sign.
Can I ask you something? All right. So if you're leaving the everyday struggle thing, I'm not going to compare the revolt thing because you started that with it's a whole different comparison. But say there was another business that was a similar, maybe a step down from Complex. Are you not going to use the information and gauge what you are worth with that show in your negotiation to your next gig?
And that's where I'm saying that's subjective to the person. I don't think that would be smart. So I'm saying no.
So you're going to disregard
I would not.
every pass you've done in the exact same type of thing. We're going to do the same show. I just no longer want to do it with these people.
It's different.
You're
It's
not
just-
you're not.
I'm not saying what's worth. Are you not going to take that information of what my ability got me here and gauge it to what I think this company may have or produce or what type of value I bring to this company and what dollars I'm going to bring them? Because I know what my ability does here.
My answer to that is I'm never putting what I think my true value and skill level brings compared to one entity. It's always compared to the field, which is why my reply to that is if I can't get 50 million from anywhere else, yes, I think my true value is 50 million. Yes, I just came off making 50 million, like easy money. But if it's not available anywhere, no, I am not moving forward expecting 50 million me.
Okay,
I do
but-
understand how some other people could formulate that differently.
But still, you getting to that
Your
place
value
takes
is
from
your
you
value-
knowing your worth there.
Your value-
You're still
We don't know that he
taking
was
from-
asking for $100 million. By the way.
Well, no, my point was going to be,
No.
I know
It
Cap
only
did not
said
take his $100
exorbitant.
million contract and went to the XFL and said, I made this at the NFL.
don't think
Cap
he
is not that stupid. His lawyer's not that stupid. His manager's not that
No,
stupid.
at
Everyone
all.
around him ain't that stupid. But I do think he gauged what he was worth
And I
what,
don't- and I
what
ain't
he
saying
thinks
all
he'll
that
bring to the
neither.
XFL.
I can't speak to the intelligence of him or his team because we've watched them go about things where it was confusing.
His
it
team
was
knows that the
confusing to
XFL can't afford the same money that an NFL contract can. I think
That-
just a common
but that don't tell me
decency and
that.
sense of
but
people.
yeah, I agree with that. I'm sure he thinks that's a startup. That don't tell me he didn't go in there aware of his value and saying I'm not budging from it. The
Yeah,
price
he might,
is the price.
he might have thrown his dick on the table
Now,
and
some
said,
people could
this is
think.
what I bring.
Some people may think that's really smart. For me, if you can't get that from anywhere else, I think you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's just Joe's opinion.
No, I don't disagree. All we're saying is
Your
when you-
value
when you
is
go in,
whatever
you know-
whatever you can get from the market. Whatever
He
it
got
is.
$100 million from the
No,
biggest market.
no. You telling me what he got?
Okay, so that's his value.
That's
No,
not
it's
true.
not. It's not.
No,
That's not
it
true,
doesn't
Paul.
become
It
his
doesn't work
value
that way.
once that the highest
If-
possible place is
But
no
you
longer.
can negotiate under that guy.
So this is what I'm saying. If I'm a Super Bowl quarterback, I made $100 million. They gave me the NFL gave me $100 million. The average salary in the XFL is $55,000 for a player. You gotta know that I'm not playing for nowhere near that.
And all right, here's
Y'all
the thing.
came to me. Y'all came to me to be the poster boy, the face, the workhorse.
As they should have.
So y'all have to pay me as such. Now we don't know what he asked for, but it was definitely more than 55.
Here's where I
I'm
think it
sure.
differs with Cap because the XFL would not be paying for his ability.
No, they're paying for.
Well,
his
they're
face.
paying for his ability too.
They're
The
paying
guy
for
can
his
still play
likeness.
football.
That's minuscule to what I'm sure the XFL was talking about with bringing Kaepernick in.
I'm sure.
He has so much attention right now. He would bring so many people to come and watch, especially for that first week that he comes in and suits up. Merchandise would be
TV
insane.
deals change.
No doubt. They should have gave him a big old bag.
So the negotiation, okay, I can see Joe's point because it is a bit different because at the NFL he was getting paid for his ability and his superstardom towards the Super Bowl type time. Now I have to rethink in my head what I'm worth for attention. So he may think attention-wise and the dollars I'm going to bring into the XFL is worth this much. We ain't got it. All right. Sorry.
That's where y'all be. I be feeling like y'all speak from not putting yourself in the situation. Like I be feeling like y'all speak from a logical standpoint of what is right and just what is wrong.
No,
And I don't feel like that's how life works.
if you think we're speaking from life being a fair
Because
point
the
of
right
view,
thing to do, because Maul is always right in that. Yo, if I just made $5 million, what are we talking about? Like, there's nothing for me to talk about if you don't have at least that to match. But as life and negotiations go, I don't see it to really go that way. If you can't, cool, you made a 5. You don't. It's not another suitor offering
But
5.
it's also.
So now what we gonna do? Are we gonna sit and not work until we get the 5?
Yeah, I got $100 million in the bank. See you later.
Yeah, I don't need the money.
Yeah.
It's not about the money right now.
Oh, see, that's where we differentiate.
Yeah, it's not about
Got
the
it.
money.
Potentially, I don't know anything
At some
about his
point, I
financial-
assume the unemployed person to need some money.
No, you can't negotiate from.
Maybe
you
yes,
can't
maybe no.
negotiate.
Let's-
That's the worst standpoint to negotiate from. Is
See,
that you need
everything
money
you
or you're
say is from
unemployed?
perfect world.
No,
Yes.
that's not. It's
Yes,
not perfect.
Maul,
But
you're right.
Kaepernick has all the leverage right now. Every
I
TV
don't know
deal
about
for
that.
the,
I don't know about all of
I'm
that.
not- I don't
for the
know.
XFL.
But let's.
If he sounds at the
He
XFL,
has a lot of
he-
leverage.
No. For
He has
XFL
all
for
the-
sure.
The
XFL
TV
for sure.
deal changes. People
No doubt.
want those games on his first game. They want it nationally televised.
No doubt.
That's a guarantee.
Guaranteed.
His jersey will sell out.
Guaranteed.
Every stadium he goes to, every XFL stadium, every game will sell out.
For
The
sure.
price will be.
Without question.
So he has to
And-
negotiate
and-
from that standpoint.
Those are assumptions, by the way.
It's not an assumption.
it's
That's not an assumption.
Those are assumptions.
That's not an assumption.
Okay, so let's.
He's
let's
probably
put
the
this in-
most talked about
Let me reply.
NFL player. He's not even playing in the NFL.
Everything you just said is a fact. However, the XFL would have to gauge his true value as it pertains to them. So yes, we know that Colin Kaepernick's first game would be televised. Everybody wants to see it. He would drive ratings, the audience. We know all of that.
Mm-hmm.
If the XFL does not seem optimistic about their delivery of said asset to garner those results, then that is not worth that investment.
Oh, then y'all don't need to be talking to me.
They also might not be able to afford it.
But let me reply to that.
Flat out.
But
They
yes,
might not have the
Maul,
bread.
that happens all the time in business.
Yeah,
Not to bring up any names, shit. We just watched fucking Luminary roll out every big name in the world that was 8 figures and up. Because of Luminary's ability to market these people, maybe it didn't pan out the way that they thought it would. That's what I'm saying about the XFL. It's not just about what we know Colin Kaepernick to be worth. What is he worth when paired with them, who may be shaky about their rollout, who maybe only want certain amount of eyes in the first year, who maybe we're not investing in that. There's mad reasons
There's
why.
way too much.
There's mad reasons why we may not do that in year one.
Well,
Which is why they use the word exorbitant.
Well, they shot
For a
the stars.
company that has all this money, that to our knowledge, even if it's a startup, I assume them to have the money.
They have money.
To use the word exorbitant means you put us under.
Well, they shot for the stars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, shout out to Kaepernick. Shout out to the XFL.
Settlement that he got. That,
Shout
he has the leverage.
Shout out
I
to
don't need the
all
money.
parties involved. But I mean, every time I see Kaepernick and Nessa reply to some football shit that the NFL has put into action, it looks to me like he wants to play football. It don't look like it's.
I'm sure he
It
does.
never looks like it's only a business thing.
I think he
until
wants to
he's-
play
until
football
he's
under-
countered with all of the business.
I think he wants to play football under his terms, which is a reasonable thing.
Yeah.
And not only
that's
that,
where
y'all,
I'm at.
y'all got to remember, he knows
I think he's passionate about football.
the XFL is. He knows that he is. If he goes to the XFL, it's his league.
It's his league.
Yeah,
If he signs back in the NFL, it's not his league.
true.
So you move with the NFL differently. With the XFL, you're looking at it like, fam, y'all know that
We starting up together.
Generate. Yeah, I'm gonna generate a bunch of fucking money for this league. I have to be compensated for that. That's just smart business, smart negotiation. And if y'all can't afford it, y'all can't pay me my number, then it's like, all right, well, come back maybe in a couple years.
We're not compensating you in year one for something unproven as a startup.
Shit, well,
Prove it.
No,
Prove it in the first year that you can get X amount of eyes to our unproven commodity. And then you'll be worth it all. We'll never use the word exorbitant. But you want us to have faith in that in year one of our business model?
I'll take it. You know what this is perfect? The way Kawhi Leonard handled his free agency. He didn't step. He probably could have played that year. He didn't. He said, "No, pay me off of what you already saw. Don't worry about if I still got it coming off of this injury. Don't worry about how well I can play coming off of this injury. You saw what I did before I got hurt.
I don't believe that.
I'm not stepping out there. You know, and you know who did that the wrong way? Isaiah Thomas.
I don't believe that.
He should have never played. He should when he got traded from Boston, sat out. Pay me off of what I just did in Boston.
In both scenarios, you're talking about the finances from one entity and how they view separate parts, which would be how the NBA or a part of the NBA views Kawhi Leonard versus how they view Isaiah Thomas. In this, we're talking about a separate, unproven entity with a lot smaller funds.
I understand that. No.
viewing
I understand
you.
that part.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying, as far as you saying, you have to prove that you can still bring those eyes and that garner that media, that attention. Like, no, pay me and I'll show you I still have that drawing power. That's what I'm saying. But once you step out there and say, okay, I'm going to prove it, then it doesn't work. Now you don't have no negotiating power going into your next contract.
Yeah.
No, so you don't want to do that to yourself. Hell no.
Of course you don't, Maul. That's where you're right. Yes, that's where the negotiating table comes about. You don't want to do that to yourself. It don't even make sense for you to do that. But the other person ain't about to just, well, in some instances, ain't about to just pay you for what they believe you can do in year one. You have to prove something.
Kawhi proved it in Toronto. That's all I'm going to say about that. You saw how that worked out.
I do understand what Joe's saying. I mean, Cap hasn't played football in 4 years now. Like I can understand why they would be like, don't
It's
know
the
if we're
XFL, though. The competition is not the same.
That's true.
He will easily go down there and light that shit up.
We know his value in the NFL. I don't know his value with this unproven commodity because I don't know their value. I don't know their ability to
market the star.
Yeah, like
you don't have to put Kaepernick on the back of the jersey. You don't have to market. That's going to market itself.
And I guess that's kind of.
But they can't fumble that bag.
You don't need to market.
Yeah, that's my thing.
How can they fumble that?
They can fumble that bag.
Because that's where
by not producing enough jerseys.
Yeah,
because what you
that's
saying
on
is
them.
what you saying. The only thing proven from it is it's word of mouth. To actually put that into effect, more. I hear media frenzy in what you're saying. Like, that's a fact. You put Kaepernick on the XFL, I see media every game, mad cameras, mad excerpts. I see all that. If the XFL don't know how to translate that,
That's on them.
which is why they
sounded-
might view his value different.
But it sounded like you were knocking Cap when you were saying, does he want to play football? Yeah, he wants to play football. He also wants to get paid what he's worth. And I think that he can do both.
So that. Thank you. That's
Where?
my point. You can't get mad at Cap for what he's
Okay.
asking for. If
I'm not
XFL
mad
is
at
saying
him.
we're not ready to handle what you would.
Oh, no,
bring.
no. Let me make myself clear. I'm not mad at Cap for asking
say
for whatever you want to
but
ask
the way
for.
you said, does he want to play football, made it seem like.
I'm trying to progress. I'm trying to further the conversation and
Gotcha.
say, okay,
All right, say no more.
now what?
Got you.
The XFL ain't got it, and the NFL ain't got it. So now what happens? You chilling until
he may be. And that's why I was saying maybe he still has a majority of the 100 million in the bank. And yes, I'm chilling.
I would be cool
And
with
the
that,
settlement
but
money.
it
And
don't
the
never
settlement
look
money.
like he just chilling when him and Nessa replying to everything happening in football world. It don't look like you just chilling. It looks like you have a grievance.
Gotcha.
And
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
there's
have
still
a grievance,
there's still a grievance for sure.
Of course, but
whatever.
you can't because that if you wanted to go, if you just want to play football, then go play in a semi-pro team. That'd be like telling an actor, "Don't get what you're worth. Just go do community theater because
I'm
you
not
just
saying,
love
like,
acting."
Shut
Like,
up and dribble LeBron. That's not what
Oh
this
no!
is.
I know you're not. I know you're
not
not saying
what
that.
I'm doing.
I'm just saying if you're looking at the point of view, that would be like telling an actor, "All right, if you love it and just want to do it for the love of because you love acting, go do community theater."
No, the broad point for me is
Like, no, get what you're worth.
Where do you
and
go-
act?
where do you get your worth?
CFL maybe. Not that they probably don't have the bag effects.
For anybody.
I'm sure they've
Forget
had that
Colin.
conversation.
Forget Colin. If you feel your worth is one thing and you can't get it anywhere in the marketplace, the question is then what do? Do you just hold tight until somebody comes up with what you feel your worth is? How do you maneuver in that instant?
figure something else out.
compromise. No, you can compromise with your worth, but I have to be comfortable with the compromise.
I'll take it.
I have to understand that. Listen, I'm not going to get my dream or even what I think I know I'm valued at, but I understand this is a company or corporation that I want to deal with, and I think it'll further me as a person if I deal with them.
Enough for
So
nothing.
I'm cool there. I may disagree with exactly the terms here,
Enough,
but for now I'm cool.
not for nothing. If it doesn't work there, you go do some other shit. Colin Kaepernick is a smart dude. He's beloved. He's a hero to many people. There's probably a huge amount of ways that he can make some money outside of throwing a football.
For sure.
So that's what you do.
His sneakers sold
You
out
keep
immediately.
you keep creating something. Same thing that happened to you. What did you do when the labels didn't value? You figured some shit out. What did you do when music started becoming?
Started rapping Acapulco, nigga.
You figured
Well,
some
that's
shit
kinda
out.
my-
I said, yo.
What you say, and I'm leaving this after this. But I agree with what you're saying. I had an issue, so I went on to make more money than I was making when I had an issue with something. But if I was never asking for anything exorbitant, I was never asking for more than what the field would deliver. And if I put myself in that position, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what the end game.
Complex thought
I
you
don't
was
know
asking
what
for something exorbitant.
I thought I could get more in the field.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm always only talking about what the field is doing. You're going to always beef with the one entity that you're involved with. You're going to need to be able to leverage what the field is saying. So, yeah, Complex thought that, and I disagreed. And if we would have just continued to butt heads, that would have been the end of the fight. I'm worth more than this. No, you're not. Well, fuck you. The field is saying this. Now what are you doing? That's where I'm at. But when the field don't say it, everybody just would do something different. What else is there that's important? That was well thought out about nothing.
Yeah, it was a
but
good little tangent. Not mad at it. Well, kind of in that field, the Knicks told their branding guy
to sit down,
stop
shut the fuck up.
stop branding us. I know we hired you to brand, but I'd appreciate if you'd stop branding.
Steve Stout went on ESPN's First Take yesterday morning, and
Talk about the Cowboys.
No, he didn't.
They asked Steve Stout about the
He did
Cowboys.
his best job of defending the Knicks in all areas and facets. And shortly after his appearance there, the Knicks released a press release that said Steve Stout does not have a loud voice in personnel decisions. We are leaving that for the president, who we have not named just yet. And that quote is from Steve Stout in the press release to say, yo, my bad, I fucked up.
Oh. Yeah, why would he have personnel decisions on a basketball team?
Because he was on First Take saying that.
Oh, he was implying that he was? Or did?
I won't say that he implied. He said that he is part of a team, but his voice is a loud one.
Oh.
Whatever you get from that, you get from it. But the Knicks felt like you're probably undermining our president position, and you should speak out about that.
Got it.
Before there's any confusion.
Yeah, that's all pretty reasonable. He's not a basketball guy.
He's a branding guy.
Yeah.
So let him brand.
So they still don't
But-
have,
well, no,
they
that was
still don't
kinda
have a
my-
point guard that can shoot.
That was kind of Maul and I's original point, whatever episode that was. Like, fam, we need to focus on the court at this point. This is not the right step, and I fuck with Stout, and I think he's amazing at what he does. But
can
this ain't no.
Does
like
he know of a point guard that can shoot?
Yeah, because I mean, the Knicks is still one of the most
point guard. Shut the.
still one of the most valuable brands in
That's what they
sports. Like they don't need marketing.
Their point guard just had 16, 9, 9, and 9.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
They do have a
mean?
kid off the bench this
Nothing.
night. I forgot what his name
Nothing.
is.
It
but-
means nothing.
What does that mean?
16 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and 9 steals.
Tell me about one game.
From your starting point guard.
You talking about one game. They need a point guard. Every team in the NBA that's good has a point guard that can shoot the basketball. That's just a fact. That's what the game is now. If you can't shoot, you might as well stay on the bus.
Okay.
Period.
Who do the Lakers
Do you-
have
do you
that can
think that-
shoot?
What do you mean? The Lakers have a few shooters.
Who do the Lakers have that can at point guard that can shoot?
LeBron is the point guard.
You think the kids think Steve Stout is cool?
I don't think the kids know who Steve Stout is.
I think Dolan thinks that Steve Stout is cool.
All right.
And I think Steve Stout is cool.
I think he is too.
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking about the kids that they're trying to brand and make the Knicks
I
cool
don't
again.
know what the kids think.
We can move on from here.
And
That was
never
just
am I
wanted to
home
ask
saying,
that.
what do the kids think? I don't know.
Do you think that's exactly the point of Dolan hiring a branding person to this level to
No.
make
Make the Knicks likable.
fam? The whole point was
What the kids think is
was
what I'm married
was
to.
what KD said. Nobody wants to play for the Knicks. They're not as cool as y'all once thought. This is a direct response to what KD said, whether y'all like it or not.
I will not be semantics, man. I'm only saying no because I don't think that Dolan, Steve Stout, or any of the Knicks brain trusts care about what the New York City kids think.
No.
That's a semantics thing, just the kids.
Talk about the kids that will eventually end up being in the draft or a free agent. I'm not talking about the kids that.
Oh, those are players.
Yeah, they're kids.
Oh, I think they care about what the players think.
Okay.
Kids or not, yeah.
All right. That's all I'm asking.
Good luck.
But
Best of luck.
But I don't understand. I gotta ask Katie that. What does he mean that the Knicks aren't cool?
The
They're
Knicks- the
not.
Knicks- They're not cool, Mo.
They're not.
Yeah, but if
You don't have to call KD and
The
ask
way,
them. They're not
even the
cool.
way
No, but
my
if
generation
you-
look at the
if-
Knicks, and we never won a fucking thing.
Okay, but my thing is, if KD signs with the Knicks, guess what the Knicks become overnight?
Cool.
Cool.
No, they don't.
What?
Yeah, they do.
It's a big jump. It's a big
I
jump.
disagree.
They already sell out almost every game with no talent on the team.
Still
anywhere
one of the
near
most
KD.
valuable franchises. in
Oh
the
no,
league.
I'm not
what are you
arguing. No, I'm
The
talking about
crux-
cool.
the-
I'm not talking about money.
The crux of my argument boils down to: does KD view himself as cool and a difference maker in the cool department? I do not believe that he does.
No, he does. He
I,
knows
I, do,
KD's
I do
I
not
think he does.
believe
I
that
definitely
he
think he
does.
does.
He's
I
a
think that KD
marketing-
knows that he's one of the best basketball players to walk the face of the earth.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
end. I do not think the KD who has 10 different burner accounts on Twitter that I do not think the KD whose
I'm speaking
whose
about the
girlfriend
younger-
whose girlfriend at multiple times throughout his career has come out and told us how much of a follower he is and maybe not so much of a leader, how impressionable he is. I don't think
But
that KD in his
show that
head
to his
I'm
ex.
just, I'm just
How his
telling
ex
listen, I
views
fuck-
him.
To the bitter
I fuck-
ex.
Yeah, like
He
I'm
just
not
got
gonna, I'm not
200
gonna, I'm
million.
not gonna let him wear that.
He's insecure. he just got
Oh
400
no. He may be insecure. I'm not arguing that, but I'm not gonna. No.
Sorry.
KD could very
Hey,
well
and
be
I love
insecure.
KD,
but
but
don't use the X as the example.
we not
That's all I'm
we
saying.
not
No, use the
holding-
burner accounts. Burner accounts for sure.
burner accounts.
That's fine. Don't use the
Y'all
bitter
can
X though.
ignore,
That's not
y'all
fair
can
to
ignore
man.
the X, but Russell Westbrook said all the same things. Anybody on the Thunder
Another
said
X.
all the same.
I was gonna say
things.
another X.
All right, forget about it. Forget about it. I just don't think
They
that
bitter.
KD. I don't think KD views himself as the cool changer arounder.
Man,
In basketball world, for kids that are in the draft or free agents and are young, yes, they want to play with KD in New York. Yes, I think that's cool in the basketball world. I'm not saying what's cool to you and I in the social world. Talk about what's cool in basketball. It's cool to play with KD in New York City.
listen, man.
If I'm young and I watched KD when I was in high school, yeah, it's cool. I'd like to play with KD.
This is why the
My
Knicks.
only point is talking about how KD views himself.
Oh no,
My
okay,
point
I don't know how
is
he
to the
views it.
And I
branding that
don't
we're
think
looking
that
at.
KD views himself as
But
the
I'm
coolest
just
basketball player.
I'm just saying that he's wrong in saying
He don't
the
even
Knicks
be
aren't
bodying
cool.
the wardrobe walk-ups. Like, whoa, how do we determine who's cool? I don't think KD is in that.
Well, no, you don't think that. I'm telling you that.
No,
there
I
are
don't think he
kids
thinks
playgrounds
that.
all over
I
the
think
country
he's
with
super
his-
Don't matter
cool.
what he think either. To my point right now,
There are kids all over the country with his sneakers on. His sneakers sell, which means people think he's cool.
KD is a lot of kids' favorite basketball player.
Absolutely. And not only that, it's like.
Speaking in the basketball world only.
But even if the Nets, let's say the Nets win the championship.
Why would we say that?
No, I'm just bringing up a point. But why the Knicks are always going to be the cooler
They're
team?
fighting for 10th position in the playoffs.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about just
No, they
in
can
general.
make, they can make a run.
If the Nets win the championship,
When would that be happening?
I'm just saying if.
But when?
If the Nets win the championship,
But when
I
is
don't
the
even
if?
think that
When is that
KD
if?
will be as loved in New
Don't say
York
that.
as Patrick Ewing is.
When
And he
is
never
that
won.
if?
Yeah, I agree.
So that says
Depending on Kyrie's health and KD
the
next
Knicks
year.
are cooler.
Not
The
saying
Knicks would
next
be
year it'll
fine. They just need
happen,
to get a good basketball
fuck
team.
yeah,
End
move
of story.
on.
but you don't know what they'll put together in the next 3 years.
Who?
The Nets.
I mean, if they get healthy, they're going to be a good team. in
That's
the East.
yeah. I'm not just gonna dismiss them like that.
They-
I'm not saying they're the lock-in for
KD
it at
and
all.
Kyrie
But
changes
yeah,
everything.
give them a couple years of KD and Kyrie together.
Yeah.
I'm not just immediately saying no.
No, but I'm saying
All right, how many years you want them to have together?
Give them 3 years
Healthy?
together. Let's healthy and
least
see
three.
and see
at
what
least
they can
three.
do.
At least 3 healthy.
All right, y'all got it.
Yeah, at least 3 healthy.
You can't just deny 2 superstars and say absolutely no fucking way. Like I'm not doing that.
I just want to play sleepers and talk about Dwayne Wade's family with Maul.
I haven't seen that clip.
Good, don't worry about it.
Why y'all keep-
Don't even worry about it.
Let's talk about
that's a
it.
very smart kid.
We gotta go, man.
Oh, okay.
We gotta go. Right
sure?
at the end. Yeah, right at
Very,
the end.
very, very
Damn.
smart.
Who knew that it would end at 3 hours? Damn.
Yeah.
Thought we had more time.
We're pressed for time.
Yeah, we have to go. We don't have time for these shenanigans. Come on, Rory, sing it. All right, we get into this segment a little later than usual, but it's still Black History Month. Keeping it simple this week with my Black History Month inspirations, man. Trying to keep it with somebody who's still alive to give the flowers to.
I hear you.
Somebody who's still young and identifiable with the younger crowd.
Your first 2 they're still alive.
Yeah, I know, but as soon as I said them, like, Parks came in and made me feel bad for them being alive.
No, it didn't.
Like, Parks was, yo, James Washington is from Buffalo and he invented the railroad. It's like, all right, fam. I'm just trying to give Steve Harvey some props. But okay. And this week, I'm keeping it within the same realm. I'm going with Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, someone who inspires me because y'all called him corny for a vast majority of his career. That was helpful to me. Someone working through that. Again, someone that stands toe-to-toe with the major corporations who outback and outfinance him. only to come out on top. Has one of the top shows on MTV2 that doesn't look like it'll be discontinued anytime soon. He's only been intimate with some of the most beautiful women that you've ever had the pleasure of knowing. And still today he's out there speaking at colleges, doing his due diligence as a black man trying to spread awareness and educate. I'm going with Nick Cannon. I want to thank Nick Cannon for his contributions and tell him that I appreciate him while he is still here to hear it. Shout out to you, Nick. Thank you for giving me some shit that I can apply within my own journey.
Dope.
I like it. And I like Nick a lot.
Yeah, I fuck with Nick.
I'm going to go with a gentleman by the name of Mel Davis, who was the chairman and one of the founders.
Mel, get out of here.
I know Maul knows mad Mel Davises.
I think that's his sister.
I think Mel Davis is my sister?
Yeah.
That's a dude.
Yo,
That's
you got to fight him.
Oops.
You just got to fight him.
You don't know Mel Davis, Joe?
No, I don't.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the basketball player Mel Davis.
Oh, who you talking about?
Well, I was going to get to that, but you interrupted
My
me.
bad. That's what I'm
I was in the middle of talking about
You
it.
don't shut up
I
with your
thought that's what he
Trevor
was
Reza
talking about.
nonsense. Shut up, man.
He was
We
my
talking
bad.
about fucking black history.
Mel Davis is
We
black
talking about
history.
Lonzo Ball and them, man. All right, what happened?
He averaged 5.3.
It's American history. I'm not
talking
Watch
about
it, Rory.
him as a
Watch it. It's a sensitive time for us, okay? It's a very sensitive time for black people.
Mel Davis, who's a gentleman that was the chairman
gentleman.
and one of the founders. All right. No, it's cool if you want to laugh at
Go
Black History.
ahead.
No, if you want to
A
laugh.
gentleman. I just always think it's funny where people choose to use the word gentleman.
A gentleman by the name of Mel Davis. I said that and was interrupted. If you want to laugh through Black History, Joe,
I don't.
have a blast.
I don't.
I'm
I don't.
chilling.
I don't, Rory. You're right.
Okay, again.
What Mel Davis did.
Mel Davis was the chairman and founder of the Kappa League, which is an organization in tune with Kappa Alpha Psi, which focuses specifically on high school students as far as putting together their futures, whether that be college, businesses. You okay?
What?
You got your shit ready?
Yeah. Why you cutting Rory off, man?
I did not. I tapped you.
Yeah, but you tapped me while he talking.
y'all
You
niggas
asked me
are
if I got my
y'all
shit
are
ready.
so nasty. I did not interrupt Rory. I tapped you off
Rory
air.
even looked at you like you was interrupting
Because
him.
Rory's self-conscious, but that don't mean I interrupted him.
Yo, let him
That's
finish.
self-conscious.
Yo,
Rory, finish,
Bro, you
man,
tapped me,
please.
and I don't know Joe, and I know when Joe does this, like I don't know what the fuck is going on. He called self-conscious.
Please finish, Rory.
No, no, no.
Yo,
no,
I
no,
can't
no.
tap my friend.
No,
That's how you
he's talking.
What Mel did.
He was
He was
telling you.
telling you.
And then he stopped.
No, he did not. You tapped me.
Well, why are you looking at the ceiling while Mel's
looking at the
contributions
screen.
are speeched?
I was looking at the screen.
Oh my god.
Speeched.
Roy, go ahead, man.
Anyone specifically to Joe's hometown, Jersey City, Kappa being
I'm from Queens.
Specifically in Queens, a very, very great program for high school students, specifically black high school students that may not get the specific needs as far as college prep, business prep, tax prep, life prep, just positive figures within their lives that they may not run into every single day. Kappa League is an amazing program. So Mel Davis, the chairman and one of the founders, which started in Los Angeles, actually. So yes, shout out to him. I thought that was some real ignorant shit that y'all did, but it's cool.
Wait, we did ignorant shit, or you talking about some shit that they did to Mel?
No, well, more Joe.
Oh, all right. I thought you were saying us. I was going to say, I ain't do shit. But okay, no, thank you for that, Rory. I thought you were talking about the basketball
I get a
player.
bad rap.
Nah, you're an asshole, but it's cool.
Joe, you know what you was doing. Like that.
I
Don't
get
say
a-
I'm
I
self-conscious
get a
when I know
hard-
what you're doing.
but
like, it's corny. It's
but-
stupid. It's stupid and it's corny.
But
like,
do I get a bad rap?
Nah,
not with this.
Nah, you get an accurate rep.
you get a rep.
You got an
I hate
accurate
that Maul
representation.
gets to look to the sky and it means the
was
same
looking
thing
at
that
this-
I'm
Looking
doing.
right at. I was looking at Maul when I was
hate
talking.
Maul. What
you talking about?
all I'm saying is I hate you.
Oh my god.
That's it.
I get okay.
You can't tell me I can't hate you.
Is it my go or
Whatever.
all right, I'll go. I'm gonna pay
We know who
homage.
Parks is fucking.
Somebody from Schenectady.
From Elmira. Yeah, it is. kinda.
Elmira, okay.
Yeah. He's also from Harlem, though, actually. Born in Harlem. So. This is from Malta.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I'll pay homage to Sidney Poitier, man. He's the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Actor. So I figured it's Oscar time. It was only right to pay homage to Sidney Poitier.
Legend.
He's going on to do a lot of other amazing things in film and in life in general. So salute to Sidney Poitier.
Dope. We'll talk about George Reed. He was a jazz drummer.
This
toured
gentleman.
with Charlie Parker and a bunch of other famous jazz musicians in the 60s and 70s. And later in life settled in Elmira, where I'm from, and ran a
Are you
jazz
gonna
club.
ever pick anybody outside?
No,
of
I'm going to pick
Elmira?
people from my hometown that inspired me.
Just asking.
Dope.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Anyway, it was a great little jazz spot that, brought a bunch of people together, had great food, great drinks, great music, and he always was like big on educating other young artists and musicians in the town. So I want to shout him out. George Reed.
Shout out to George Reed. Okay, I like it. Use your platform to shine your light.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, you a hater, bro.
Word.
I swear you a hater.
Paul's about to get his bars off.
Yeah, like
Yo,
how
how
you
you-
don't rap no more. You don't want nobody to rap. Like, just
Word.
cut the beat off.
How you mock a segment you created? You so self-destructive. It's nasty.
You so toxic within yourself.
Word.
Yo, Maul hides behind the Joe Budden cloak for his entire life, and honestly,
What
I
cloak?
am getting tired of it.
What am I hiding
I'm
behind?
laughing up here, but I am.
First of
getting
all, it's a
sick of
frock.
it.
What am I hiding behind?
You said Maul Davis was an athlete.
Mel Davis. I
Mel
thought
Davis.
that's who he was talking
I
about.
was listening to be schooled by Rory.
All right.
But somehow,
no.
Joe, you got sleepers, man.
but somehow
No,
in that,
let's address it.
Rory
Let's address
attacked
it.
Joe.
Let's address it.
And ignored Maul looking
thought he
at
was
the
talking about-
plant.
Yo, Mo,
You've been looking over there.
And it's cool
Maul.
because y'all have your outside of Joe alliance going.
Oh, my
but
God.
I know what it means when you look at plants.
I was looking at Rory. I was looking
I know. Oh, come
I was
on.
looking at Rory.
we're addressing things in 2020 now. Like we're just not gonna let Semantics Man get his shit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are
Mo
so
really
full
thought
of
that was
shit.
a basketball player, and
did.
Scream Man pulled up a basketball player. I didn't even when he said that. I looked
The
up.
Mel Davis
That's
I
why
know
got,
play ball.
You think I knew he averaged 5.3? It's what Scream Man put on the screen.
So why you
I'm not
curse-
mad at Mo at all because he honestly
But
thought
I
that.
thought
So
that
then-
too.
No, you
which was fine.
don't do that.
Which was fine.
You don't even know. You thought it was a girl he was talking about. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
you
do
go to
that.
his
A
sister.
girl
don't do
athlete.
that.
You're not progressive? You're not trying to carry on Kobe's
nah,
tradition
you're
of
right, nah.
empowering the lady athlete?
Joe is
1,000%.
so
So the fuck is you talking about
Fam,
then?
it's nuts.
Joe's I'm full of shit display today was awesome.
I just-
legendary.
Do we have?
I
The
just
arrogance
think
in
that
it
I
is
get attacked for no reason.
No, you got
sometimes.
attacked for good reason.
I
You
look
did.
at
You
the
knew what you
plant
was
just
doing.
like,
You was
yo,
fucking-
Mo,
it was
look at the
corny.
plant.
It's all on
I
film,
tap
Joe.
him like this. Like, yo, that plant is hard. And I get attacked.
See, you're mad. Nah,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Joe, you got a sleeper, man.
Mocking exactly what he would like to
Yeah, I will find a sleeper.
Okay, let's do it. Joe's a piece of shit.
Only Morgan. I'm telling you, this shit is
Maul
sickening.
didn't even do
It's
anything.
sickening. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my
in the words of the RZA, it's fucking ridiculous. All right, let me see what I got here. I got to fuck with Mel.
All right,
do. No, you don't.
you don't even know Mel.
Yes, I
No, you
do.
don't. No, you
y'all,
don't.
y'all treated me bad, man.
No, you
All right,
treated
man.
your own segment
I'm
bad.
gonna just play a song for the
I don't mind if
music
you mock
lovers.
me, just don't mock the process of what you wanted. I don't mind mocking me. I'm not self-conscious. Have at
He's
it.
not gonna hit the gunshot.
But don't sit there and tap Maul to try to get him along with you and then blame him after.
I'm trying to. I'm throwing gunshots for you.
We have 4 hours.
I know, right?
Joe, play your fucking sleeper.
Parks.
No, I heard it. I want to hear sleepers.
When are Maul and Parks gonna stop hiding behind the Joe Budden cloak?
We're not hiding behind.
Because it's you two with the.
That was gunshots for him. He was giving you bars.
Nah, I'm not rolling. Y'all didn't respect Mel.
No, Joe, you're just deflecting. That's all you're doing,
That's it.
which is fine. It's cool. Have at it. I don't mind you deflecting
play
at
your-
all.
I get
Play
it.
your Miranda
I
Alance.
get such a bad rap on this podcast. I'm telling you. Well, you guys. Thank everybody for listening this week, man. We will be back this weekend, baby. Hey, sing it, Coco.
You guys gonna go to Roots Picnic?
What is it?
It's a great question. May 30th.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's way too far for me to know.
What's
what
May
Yeah.
30th? What happened?
Roots Picnic. Just a lineup I think y'all would like.
Definitely.
The SWV reminded me of it.
It's a good lineup. I'm not doing it again.
That shit was fun last year. Well, besides the Stampede.
Like, I would want to see Meek here, Summer, the baby. I would be going for Snow. Oh my God, Burna Boy, Thundercat. I would have to see what the Reed and Elliott Wilson are doing. Then that whole Black Thoughts, Griselda, Raekwon, Ghostface. Like, I don't even think there's a way for me to see all of this.
Well, the Roots with Music Soul Child, SWV, and Brandy as a collective.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then
I can't.
add Sir in there. I love Buddy too. Phony People I really love. Like,
I
there's
just
a
need
lot
to
of
know
acts
which
that-
stage Raekwon, Ghost, and Griselda's on.
It's
and
probably the.
I think it's
I think
like
it's
the
the
same
amphitheater
part
shit.
as
Oh, that's
last time.
the sword fight stage.
No, okay, that's fine. I'll take that. That's fine. I like Ray and Ghost. Let's go. I'll deal with it.
I'll be in the bushes. Look, you're so quiet and pussy.
About what?
What's it about?
Nothing. You going to
you
this,
on
Rory,
today?
of course, because you'll be there. Maul, you going?
I don't know. It's way too far ahead for me to know. God willing.
Shout out to the Roots, Questlove, Philadelphia, everybody that plays a part in putting this event together. What an amazing card.
Yeah.
Yeah, they bodied this.
And they got Duce Palooza. Come on, man.
Meek at the Roots Picnic is
Come
interesting.
on.
I mean, I thought that was above Meek at the Roots.
How does that work? They have like a
Come on,
Duce,
man.
just a bar for Duce at
Y'all,
the Duce
y'all,
Palooza
y'all
tent?
are there.
No, we are a host and DJ performance. We've done it.
okay.
We've done it at festivals before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a little festival.
Is there
set.
still a lot
Turn-
of Duce? Is my question.
Of
really.
course.
They're not new to this. They're true to this, Sparks.
Right.
Until the weekend, man, we getting the fuck out of here. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, arrivederci, hasta la vista, adios, so long, goodbye, arrivederci, whatever else means goodbye. We'll talk to you guys next week, man, or this weekend, whatever. Hope y'all enjoyed this. And we're getting the fuck out of here. Any parting words from you guys, huh?
Shout out to all of the people in chemo that listen to us. I was told that
No doubt.
people listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
us during chemotherapy.
Absolutely.
I was very surprised to hear that. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. Prayers, strength, get well, and thank you for tuning in.
Shout out to anybody working in the waste management business. One of those people reached out to me, and I felt bad because there's mad of y'all, and you should be acknowledged. So,
I mean,
hi to you guys.
Shout out to the activists.
They're making a lot of money.
The activists asked me to give them a shout, and they deserve it. Absolutely.
Respect. Let's respect.
Shout
them.
out,
Respect.
shout out.
I'm
to
kind of
the
mad we
activists.
got the shout outs out at the end, but fuck it. We're
Okay,
here.
so just get them out
Yeah.
No doubt.
Shout out to all of you guys out there.
somewhere.
All right, record's fading.